I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Gridiron Warriors take the field in an epic battle that is larger than life. It is called Texas High School Football. Only one show can bring the greatest sport from the greatest state into focus. Lone Star Gridiron.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com. If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, winch outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. We have 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com. or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions, Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information. Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a lion, always a lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Working hand in hand with the community to keep our lions safe. This school year, Lockhart ISD is launching Lion Guard, a community watch program in which individuals can apply to volunteer and be a positive presence on the campuses for students while also monitoring and checking for any potential safety concerns. All Lion Guard volunteers must undergo a criminal background check and will participate in civilian response to active shooter events training and Stop the Bleed training. Anyone who is interested is welcome to apply. Go to the Lockhart ISD website and from the menu tab click on Parents and scroll down to hit the Volunteering LISD. Join the Pride of Lockhart tab and sign up. Attention parents of all young athletes. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Then join us at Lions Legacy, where our dedicated and experienced coaches provide free group training sessions to help you improve your skills and reach your full potential. We also offer low-cost private and sports-specific training as well. But that's not all. By joining our Legacy program, you'll have access to camps, scholarships, community events, team-building exercises, tutoring, and more throughout school and athletic career. So come be a part of something special and start building your legacy today. Join us at Lions Legacy and let's take your game to the next level. For more info, go to www.lionslegacy.org or call us at 512-200-2005. Go Lions!
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 photo booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guest will remember forever. Here at Ritchie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating, we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, from pro sports, college, high school and inspirational tumblers, here at Shimmer Me Tumblers we can create what you're looking for. We can create just about any design or style to give your tumbler a one-of-a-kind look. So, look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers, designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook and on TikTok. Or you can email us at shimmermetumblers0@gmail.com.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
Are set up for an onside kick, and that's what's going to happen. That one's going to be a high kick, and that was going to be picked up.
Number 11.
That's
Right,
Dickens.
Dickens,
Dickens,
and he's
gonna
bringing it
take
all the way back, and he'll take it into the end zone for a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Ashton Dickens,
And talking
Lockhart
about-
quarterback with the kickoff return for a touchdown.
That one's going to be hit hard up the middle towards center field and out of here for a 2-run shot.
Run the slot team.
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of a long pooch kick as Quavon Reese will field it right around the 17-yard line.
All right.
They'll bring it up the middle. Got one person to beat. The kicker's left to beat, and Quavon Reese down the far sideline into the end zone for the Lockhart Lions touchdown. Have a 1-0 advantage, and that one's going to be swung on and hit towards right field. That's going to find the gap out in right center field, and that's going to be out of here as Contreras will lead the game off with an opposite field home run. And here comes Plowman. He loses the dribble. That one's going to be stolen by Ashton Dickens all by himself. And the dunk from Dickens. And we are back from the Lockhart line timeout as we all set up 4th down and 7. That's going to be a handoff to Gonzalez. He goes around the right side, got some room to run, cuts it off to the outside, into the end zone for another Lockhart Lion touchdown. This one from 33.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsor, Kent Riddle Properties. Now let's take you to the stadium with the Lions Pride Sports broadcast crew. From his home studio, Kent Riddle is the QA, the football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary, and in his 10th season as the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
And welcome everybody to tonight's Friday night broadcast of Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we have Week 2 of District 13 5A Division 2 taking place tonight here at Lions Field as the San Antonio Veterans Memorial Patriots will be taking on our very own Lockhart Lions here in Week 2 of District play. Of course, Lockhart Lions opened up District last week against Cedar Creek and came out with a big victory, 42-20 to go 1-0 in District play. As for the Patriots, this is their district openers. They were off last week in Week 1 of District play. This is going to be their first district game tonight against the Lockhart Lions, and they got a big surprise coming back for the Patriots, and we'll talk about him here in a little bit. But I want to give a big shout out to our crew for tonight. We got TD Tom Dunn doing the color commentary for us. To his left, our football analyst for Friday Night Football, the coach Amato Galvez, and our very special guest for tonight's broadcast. He'll be joining us throughout the night is a former Lockhart Lion himself. And not only that, War Room Strength Club owner and fourth quarter sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, Ross Alexander. Welcome, Ross, to the broadcast booth, and thank you for coming to join us tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Oh, it's going to be a blast having you on here, picking your brain. Of course, you have a hand in a lot of these football players, and not just that, but a lot of athletes throughout Lockhart Independent School District, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But, TD, big game for the Lockhart Lions tonight.
Really big game for the Lions. And, Veterans Memorial, they've been a salty team the last few years. They did beat Lockhart last year in a close game at Veterans Memorial, kind of a real game that kind of drudged on in the trenches. Had a kind of a poor broadcast there last year. We didn't have good connectivity, but this is a big deal. It's their first district game, and they had 2 weeks to prepare for Lockhart. You better believe they watch film. You better believe they're ready. Lockhart's definitely got their work cut out for them tonight.
Well, they definitely do. Coach, as far as a coaching standpoint, Lockhart won the first game last week for district play. Here we are, district week number 2 against a very tough district opponent. Of course, we got James Peoples that's going to be coming back for the Patriots, running back, headed to Ohio State at the end of the year.
Yes, he's committed to Ohio State. He stood it out and went through pregame warm-ups, and actually he looked pretty good. Let's see how long he can go. This is the first game back for him. He hasn't played the whole season, so we'll see how far he can go. And then if he's 100%, it's going to be very, very tough to stop him. Hopefully, maybe he'll take a play or two off here during the game and let the Lions get this big win that we need tonight.
Well, yeah, of course, the Lions will be going into the bye week next week. And a quick district rundown of what we got going on tonight for District 13 5A Division 2. Cedar Creek is going to be at Liberty Hill, who lost to Kerrville-Tivy last week. And Kerrville-Tivy is going to be at Bastrop Memorial Stadium and take on the Bastrop Bears. Piper Warriors have the week off. Ross, once again, thank you for joining us. Yeah. You've had a hand in a lot of these players. One, two players in particular, or quarterback, Ashton Dickens and Nate Gonzalez, my time Gonzalez. How is it watching these guys out there just tearing it up? Not just them, but others that you have a hand in, and the success that they've been having on the field on Friday nights.
Yeah, no, it's it's definitely it makes me proud. Watch these guys. I started off a few years ago and was blessed during the rebrand of I rebranded during COVID. I used to have a kind of a boot camp company called Ball Strength Fitness. During COVID, I rebranded, and I thought it was kind of typically be the same thing, but parents started reaching out to me. And it just I was blessed enough to kind of just morph into this. Mm-hmm. The good thing is, man, is this just goes to show when you come in and get heavy weights, have some iron sweat equity and building that power. As y'all saw, Ashton's first year, he trucked the first game. He trucked a nose guard, Yeah. And that kid squats over 500 pounds. And that's the thing about is our tailback, Nate. My time, he do squats close to 400 pounds, and so it's hard to take that down low. But not only that, but they're two very athletic young men. But it's not only that, but I see a lot of guys that I work with making plays every week, and that just goes to their durability coming to my workouts. Of course, I correspond with a lot with Coach Gilbert, the offensive coordinator here in Lockhart. And typically he's like, this is what we're doing. And I just kind of go based off of that. And
right.
I'll do my workouts. And typically we want to put more size and strength and power onto them. But I just want to kind of give a little touch on the game from last year. Peoples is a really good tailback. But with that being said, I remember we did a really good job containing him last year. And I think they ran 2 or 3 trick plays to actually really kind of make it a game for us.
They did. They ran a double pass and a reverse.
And I think they did an onside kick too, right? Trip? And so with that being said, you're looking at more than they respect us. I think in the sense that they feared us last year, and you kind of got to see. I think our team is definitely prepared for that type of trickery this year. And and I'll be honest, I think our defensive line plays better this year than did last year. You have a lot of veterans coming in, larger.
Big bodies.
Linebackers, and so
big humans.
Zakiah, I think, ate a person over the summer, and he grew 6 inches. So, you have these guys coming in. So, even though James Peoples is a good tailback, I really think we're prepared. Once again, you barely win. You're right. Just like you said, TD, in the trenches, but there was definitely trickery going on, and you almost think, what would the turnout be if that wasn't the case? From last year, so I'm excited to see this game.
All right, so we're going to go and turn down our crowd mic, or mic, and turn up the crowd mic. We got Bandorama taking place right now, so let's listen to the band.
And this is the Lockhart 7th and 8th grade band.
High school band directors are James Crowley, Joseph Gannon, and Jared Autry. Junior high band directors are Juliana Reese, Avery Southard, and Calvin Householder. Junior high and high school color guard director is Mr. Sergio Rodriguez. To close our performance, the band will play another rock and roll hit, Smoke on the Water. gentlemen, your 2023-24 Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. Junior high students want to wish the ROB and Color Guard luck at the Capital City Marching Contest tomorrow in Austin. High school students want to wish the junior high luck in their upcoming performances and encourage them to one day be a part of the award-winning LHS Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. Please give one more round of applause for Bandorama 2023.
All right, we're back as a great performance from the junior high band mixed in with the Lockhart High School band. Always a big treat for Bandorama here at high school at the Lions Field. And once again, want to welcome everybody back to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Do want to give a big shout out to our main sponsor, Kent Riddle Properties. Want to give him a big shout out. He's been our main sponsor for the last since 2020. And not only that, Kent Riddle sits back at his home studio and does the QA for us, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans. And for tonight, for those of y'all watching from San Antonio, for veteran fans, for y'all fans as well also. So we hope y'all enjoy the broadcast, whether you're watching on our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, or on our YouTube channel. Welcome to the broadcast as we got a great matchup tonight.
Well, let's
between
talk
two
about
great teams, and we'll turn over to TD as he's got some numbers to talk to us about.
Yeah, let's
tonight's
talk
game.
about that matchup in the tail of the tape. So Harlandale, goodness gracious.
You're in the wrong broadcast booth.
Well, Veterans Memorial comes in here. They are 3-1. Their first game
2-2.
Oh, that's right. They had to vacate their first win against Harlandale, but that game was 42-19. Their second game was 42-17. They lost to a tough Taft team out of South Texas down there by the coast.
San Antonio Taft.
Oh, yeah, San Antonio Taft. Okay, and then it was 46-24 over MacArthur. MacArthur's kind of a pushover, and then the close win last week, 50-42 over Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake's not very highly touted either.
They're over.
Yeah, so not a whole lot to tell you from their schedule, but they are averaging 38 points a game. That stacks up against Lockhart's 36.8 points a game. And then on the defensive side of the football, Veterans Memorial's given up 33.5 points a game. Lockhart D is giving up 37.6 points a game. And for me, just like last week, that is the area where we have to improve. In the area that's most important tonight. Lockhart offense still on that same run now, have extended out to 12 games in a row, scoring more than 30 points, reaching back more than 80 years into the past since Lockhart has had a team that's able to score like this. And I don't think Lockhart will have a problem scoring tonight. I think once again what the answer is going to be is, can the Lockhart defense slow down this Veterans Memorial offense and slow down Peoples? As Ross was saying, they did a great job of containing him last year, and we even had some players out that game. So I'm excited to see. I know this defense, they play with a chip on their shoulder, a lot of proud guys out there on the defense, and I look for them to have a good night tonight if Lockhart wants to get a victory here.
Oh, yeah, and as you mentioned, they do got James Peoples coming back. This first action since getting injured, I believe, in the first scrimmage game for the veterans. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of James Peoples they got coming back for San Antonio, as he hasn't taken any hits since that practice game or that scrimmage game. But he's a D1 commit to Ohio State, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be fired up and ready to go. And it's going to be a tall task for this Lockhart Lion defense to contain him again. And not only that, but to contain this whole veterans offense that has been on fire, even with him not being in the lineup. Their backup running back, Chris Bassett, has done an outstanding job in his place. And it's going to be a tough veterans football team that Lockhart's going to be going up against.
Well,
and the key point for me for tonight's game is going to have to be the defense.
Well, you got to respect that.
Yeah, we've seen that the offense can score with Dickens and Gonzalez. Can the defense step up and put up a game to where they're going to be a very dominant force going up against this veteran this veteran offense.
Well, I see our defensive line stepping up. They've really showed out this season, and they did really well last season. I think they're better this year. I think from what I saw last year was just a little. I think we all agree the little pops, little passes, 5, 10-yard outs. And we also have 2 D1 commits ourselves with Brady Stevenson and Ashton Dickens. So, they're definitely having those same thoughts over there.
Oh, definitely. And, Coach, let's go ahead and kick it over to the coach's keys to victory tonight here on the Kreitz Market pregame show. And what are the keys of victory for the defense for the Lockhart Lions and then the offense?
On defense, Sarge, definitely we need to stop the run because people will see I think we can contain them early. I think he'll get discouraged and maybe take the rest of the game off. But we definitely need to stop the run and be ready on our secondary has to be ready. Offense, we need to run the ball, get that running game established with Gonzalez, and then open up the passing game. And I feel that Ashton's going to have a very good game tonight for the Lockhart Lions.
And that's the big key right there is Ashton Dickens has been kind of a little quiet for the first half of the season.
Quite rushing the
ball. Yeah, we've seen flashes of what Ashton can do, especially last week. Are they going to finally let him cut loose and let him play the game like he did last year, where he ended up rushing for over 2,000 yards and becoming the single season leader in rushing yards for the Lockhart Lions?
I have a little inside. Coach Gilbert and I talk every weekend after a game, and his theme with Ashton is he doesn't want to run the tread off Ashton. He knows that Ashton's going to go play at a D1 college, and he wants to really prepare Ashton for college. That's why he's having him throw the ball more, have him work on reads better. Now that being said, I don't know if y'all heard. Of course, Nate Garcia, hurt himself, but he's actually looking to. He possibly might play the entire game tonight, from what I hear.
Oh, that'd
be a big deal for Lockhart. They could use it.
Based from what I've even talked to Nate, his knee's feeling a lot better. I do know that his parents are going for a second opinion because he shouldn't be moving as well as he is if that injury is what the doctors do say it is.
Right.
They've developed a few plays just for Nate, as y'all saw last week when he
got
scored.
Him in there on the run.
And they've actually been working him with some mid routes this past few weeks as well.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't doubt me based on last week's lack of ball security in the passing game that you're going to see more tight end play and maybe a few down to Nate tonight.
And Nate's one of our best receivers.
He's
great hands.
He's definitely good hands.
Yeah, and to have him out there on the field is going to be a big step up for this Lockhart Lion offense. Not like we're stepped down, but we got a lot of great talent on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, My Time Gonzalez, one of your members from the War Room Strength Club, has done a fantastic job.
Done amazing.
54 yards away from 1,000 yards on the season.
Yeah.
And if he could average 212 yards per game over the next 5 games, he'll be the new Russian all-time leading rusher for the Lockhart Lions in the season.
And Sarge, he came in second at the poll this week for offensive player of the week for the state of Texas. And congratulations to him coming in second. And next week we'll get first.
Well, and let's talk about that. At the beginning of the season, it was the question is, does he step up and fill the shoes of Sean McKinney? That's long since been answered, and I think the question becomes now is how much better than McKinney is he going to be by the time he racks up all the yards, as you mentioned. Already he'll hit 1,000 yards tonight, no doubt, and he'll probably go well over that. So, I mean, from a numbers standpoint, he's outperforming what McKinney did, and Sean McKinney did amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a ton that he's outperforming those numbers.
Yeah, McKinney rushed for over 1,500 yards last year, and he had a fantastic season, as you mentioned, TD. And, Nate, 54 away from 1,000, and that's 546 away from where Sean McKinney was at last year, the whole year.
And that's a game and a half, two games,
I told him as soon as football season's over, he's moving in with Ross.
Yeah. Well, what's really impressive about Nate is the fact that he gains a majority of those yards up the gut.
Oh, and after contact.
Yeah, after contact.
Yeah. You got to hit him in order for him to really get going.
And I know that y'all saw what I saw last week. There was like 2 or 3 times they tried to arm tackle him. They're getting up pretty gingerly after that. He's a very quiet kid, as y'all know him, but, man, you put those pads on, he's a different monster.
The biggest thing for me is what his teammates say about him, and that's what the coach just said, is that he is one of the hardest workers, if not the hardest worker on the team. And you don't have to ask the other kids either. They just come and tell you.
He leads by example.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll tell you this. We had our last class this summer, and then he hits me up on a Sunday. He says, He said, Coach, I just want to come I just want some max. I just want to see where I'm at. And I was like, all right, come on. And he was there. Also, by the way, guys, y'all talking about hard worker. Let me tell you somebody that leads by example. Nate would come every Sunday to clean my garage, getting ready for that Monday workout.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow. Talking about commitment.
Just like during the summer, he'd never miss a day of summer workouts.
No.
Roar.
No.
And then after that, he would go to work with Ross in the afternoon.
Then he go work out.
And then when we were practicing 7-on-7, he show up, and he's not even on the team. He said, Coach, can I just catch the ball? I finally got tired of telling him to go home and said, no, just go ahead and join us. And yeah, he's not leaving anyway.
Yeah. And then not only that, but, Bart Key is also one of my boys too. And, and that's the thing about it is, we have so many talented guys that come out of War Room. As y'all mentioned Trent Holcomb, Tyler Staten a lot. Of course, some of the guys we don't mention as far as Dylan O'Valley, which is a sophomore.
Yes.
He's doing great. And the thing about Dylan that gets me is his football IQ is super high. I coached him in youth football, and this kid on the defensive side would stay at home on a reverse, very high IQ, and to be honest, he's one of those kids that if they would give him the opportunity, he could definitely play both ways.
Yes. Well, Dad was a good player also.
Yeah.
So it
runs
in the family.
He was with you, right, TD?
Yeah.
He graduated with you, didn't he? Ovali, Robert
O'Valley?
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He was defensive end.
I coached him in junior high and high school.
And talking about, we're talking about my time Gonzalez, Nate Gonzalez. Of course, we had our Lions Roar at the gymnasium this year. And he kind of interrupted our broadcast, but I forgave him for that. But he walked by as we were talking to the running backs coach, and he was walking by. He yelled it to us, hey, it's my time. This is my time. Because a lot of questions were in the air is who's going to be the next one? Who's going to step up and take that spot? And Nate Gonzalez was right there and said, it's my time. Mm-hmm. I told him, I said, all right. And since then, I dubbed him My Time Gonzalez, so I hope when I copyright it, I'm going to make some money off of that. Yeah, trademark. When he goes to the next level.
It's been his time.
Yeah, it's been, and it has been his time. He's shown that it has been his time.
I'll tell you this. Talking with him, he was told his freshman year at the end of the football season that he would probably be defense moving forward. And talking about a kid who said he's not going to let that happen. As y'all saw last year, he came up to varsity as a linebacker.
Yeah.
And then when we would run up, Coach Gilbert, would just kind of put him in there at tailback, and he'd go score a touchdown from 30 yards out. So he definitely made that stamp last year.
And there he is getting ready to put his stamp on the game tonight as the Lockhart Lions come roaring out of the tunnel.
Those white helmets are sharp, aren't they?
They sure are. They definitely take you back, but I absolutely love how they look.
We're talking about a throwback.
If you haven't seen the helmets, take a look at the screen. You'll see the Lockhart Lion helmet, the new one that they unveiled last week against Cedar Creek that they're wearing tonight. And I was telling Coach before we came on the air for the Kreitz Market pregame show that, man, I love those helmets.
I like the white pants,
too. I dig them, yeah.
I like the white pants, black top. I like the whole uniform combination. It's fresh, crisp, and it's new and different, something we haven't seen in a long time for Lockhart. And this team, I think, is also looking to do something that hadn't been done a long time in Lockhart. Folks, they're off to a tough start this season, but the only thing that matters is this game tonight and every game we play from here forward.
Yes, sir.
District is what gets you to the playoffs. All those pre-district games, you can lose every single one of them, and that does not matter a bit if you're able to win your district and make your way into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Five years ago, Kerrville-Tybee went 0-5 in non-district games, but then went 5-0 in district and ended up being the district champ. So we're going to have the national anthem. We'll turn off our headsets and turn off the crowd mic as we salute America. Okay. Yeah, I got the name of the umpiring crew and All right, and we are back after the national anthem. And, Coach, you
Yes,
have
sir.
a couple of shout-outs to give?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a shout-out and welcome to our superintendent, Mr. Mark Estrada, over at the conference in Dallas, and also to our tremendous school board who's hopefully you enjoy the broadcast, guys. Hopefully you kick back, listen to us, and then hopefully we'll get a win for y'all. Also, before I forget, Sarge, I'd like to give a big birthday shout-out to Coach Chris Jennings. Happy birthday, Coach, and hope you have many, many more. God bless you.
Oh, yeah, as we get set, we're going to have the coin toss at midfield. And it looks like we're going to have, for Veterans Memorial Patriots, number 8, Jashawn Perkins. Number 6, Sebastian Walker. Number 21, Aaron Hoyle. And number 4, Clinton Dixon.
And on the Lockhart sides are the same captains we've had all year, as these are the elected captains from the football team. You'll have from near to far, you'll have Big 75, Alex Richardson, the senior. To his right is going to be number 7, Edward Mendoza, linebacker, who's been playing a lot of nose guard for the Lions. Then you have senior number 33, that's Trey Brown. He's a defensive back at the safety position. And then you've got number 44, Trent Holcomb, who plays outside linebacker. He'll play some D-line. He also gets in at tight end quite a bit. And he's the long snapper.
Yeah, and the Lockhart Lions won the coin toss and deferred for the second half. So the Patriots will be receiving the football to start tonight's contest. And real quick, we got the 7-man umpire crew, as we have Wayne Elliott, Darren McDaniel, Ralph Hadley, Nick Foreman, Julian Alvarez, Dana Hopkins, Tanner King, all on the field. Working the clock is going to be Richard Rea. 25-second clock, Gene Davenport, and on the chain crew, Adam Renteria, and our Lockhart's very own Adam Renteria and Dr. Kirkley, Mr. Randall Kirkley on the chains for the Lockhart for this contest tonight.
Don't worry, Tassel will provide the training you need. So make your first great call by contacting.
And so let's talk a little bit about some of the players to watch on the Veterans Memorial side of the football. Everyone knows about number 20, James Peoples. He's a 4-star recruit, rated a 5.9-star athlete by Rivals. I want to say he's like the number 40th running back, somewhere around there in the nation, and he's at number 9 in state for his position. So look out for him. I mean, anytime you get a guy that's rated that high, he's good, folks. There's no maybe he won't show, maybe he did. He's good. He's dang good, and you have to know where he is every single play. If you don't, he'll hurt you, and he'll hurt you big. So we'll be keeping an eye on number 20 in the backfield. He'll be back there in the backfield with the quarterback senior, number 12, Clinton Dixon. Coach was telling me he saw him the last couple weeks, and that he's had some okay outings, nothing super flashy, but does a good job. And then on the defensive side of the football, they're going to have 2 really good linebackers. You got number 40, Michael Irving, and he's not the 88 you're looking for, but
right.
he leads their team in tackles. And then also at linebacker, you have number 8, Josh Perkins, and then they've got big Sebastian Walker up front. And so those are some of the players to watch on the Veterans Memorial side of the football. And for Lockhart, here's one to watch right here, huh, Sarge?
Yeah, Omar Ocampo set to kick this game off, and welcome to the Changing Faces Academy first quarters. That one almost hit a bird in the air, and that's going to be a touchback right away. And real quick, do want to give a couple of shout-outs before we get going. Of course, Scott Smith says, hello, gentlemen. Michael Alvarez, Sarah Allison Dunn, and our own QA and main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, Kent Riddle, as well as Mr. Mark Estrada says, let's go Lions, cheering from Dallas, Texas.
And that's my big sister, Sarah Dunn. She's tuned in from Waverly, Ohio, watching her alma mater Lockhart Lions play.
And here we go. Once again, Danielle Flores, Sarge, your favorite Blue Bonnet elementary secretary here, watching from our cruise ship in the Gulf of Mexico.
Wow.
That is awesome. So here we go. First play of the game. Dixon is shotgun formation. Peoples offset to his right side, and Peoples will get the first handoff of the game, and he'll go over the left side of the line.
Picked up a couple yards there.
And the Lockhart Lions defense front line is right there to stop Peoples after a 2-yard gain.
And it looked like Portillo and Mendoza getting in on the tackle there.
Yeah, I think Gating's in there as well.
So second down and 8 coming up. Man in motion. They'll fake
Peoples
the jet sweep,
again.
give it right to Peoples up the middle, and once again he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that D-line's ready. I'll tell you
Yes,
what, Coach Jennings is definitely getting them ready. This D-line steps up every week.
The birthday boy.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. And, you know, Peoples is a tough runner. You can contain him, but you're going to have to contain him for 4 straight quarters.
Gaffney's did a good job reading the play on
Quarterback,
that.
quarterback keeper up the middle. Lockhart Lions defense hold tough for 3 straight plays, only giving up 5 yards in the process.
Good job by Jaime Aguirre.
And that's going to bring up 4th down and 5. And
Guerra.
Santi Guerra has done a great job since he came on. Has gotten more playing time in the last couple of weeks.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake or them attempts like they did last year.
Yeah, they're tricky on the special teams.
As you can see, nobody is back deep to return the punt for the Lockhart Lions, so they're not going to be fooled.
Ready for it too.
Okay, they moved, but they not call it.
So that's going to be a nice little punt. It's going to take a veteran's roll all the way down to the 38-yard line where the Lockhart Lions going to have the ball for their first possession.
So only a 32-yard punt there. Lockhart takes over with pretty good field position.
Now, Coach Gilbert did say he's going to come out guns blazing, so let's see what happens in the first offense here, first series for the
What
Lockhart
I noticed
Lions.
was a hurry up from the Patriots. I wonder if that's going to happen during the entire game. I mean, if you kind of saw, sometimes Lockhart does get a little slow adjusting their D-line. So I wonder if that's something they're trying out or they're going to go for that for the rest of the game.
Well, we've seen from when Lockhart plays Liberty Hill, they've got package where they say, hey, just stay put if it does become a problem.
Better get used to it.
If y'all didn't notice, gentlemen, People was only in there for 2 plays, first and second down.
3 and out for the Lockhart defense.
He didn't have that burst of speed that he usually has.
No, so here we go. Ashton Dickens will get the high snap.
There we
Makes
go.
the toss to Gonzalez and goes right up the middle for about 7 yards. Make that 8. That'll bring up 2nd out and 2.
That was a great formation. They run that from TD.
Well, one thing you see about Ashton is the fact that he's one of my boys. He squats over 500 pounds. He always falls forward. I don't think I've ever seen Ashton pass 3 seasons go backwards.
Well, Coach, we talked about this the last 2 weeks, really. We're starting to see more and more of this 12 package from the Lions where they've got both tight ends in there as well as one running back.
Empty backfield as Gonzalez moves back over, offset to the left side. And Gonzalez will get his first carry of the game, goes around the right side, and he'll be stuffed in the backfield. And it'll be a loss of, let's see if he'll give them back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's their linebacker, number 8, Jashawn Perkins, shooting the gap there to hit Gonzalez right at the line of scrimmage. Did a good job of going low and really wrapping up.
Yeah, no gain on the play, so it'll still remain 3rd down and 2 for the Lions.
And that's the way you have to try to tackle Gonzalez, because you come up at the shoulder pads, you're not going to have a whole lot of luck.
Yeah, you got to get him before you get started.
Yep, and wrap him up. And so 3rd down and short.
Yeah, we'll have one wide out. That's going to be Mavis coming down here towards the near side.
Gage.
That's Deutsch.
Oh, that's Gage, excuse me. Quarterback keeper on a high snap. Dickens will pick up the first down as he crosses midfield to the 50.
Yes, first
Well, they get him down at the 50. It'll be a 4-yard gain for Dickens. And that'll be a fresh set of down for the Lockhart Lions.
You get the feeling sometimes that Coach Gilbert has a card that says 2nd short, 3rd and short, 4th and short, and it's all the same play, quarterback power, because every time they run it, they're able to move those sticks.
It says Dickens on the card.
Yeah.
I'm
just says 11.
I'm waiting for them to go to the tush push from the Philadelphia Eagles eventually.
Yeah.
So fresh set of downs for the Lions. Lions just past midfield into Veterans Memorial territory.
And it'll be a handoff to Gonzalez. And once again, he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 38 on that tackle.
Not much there.
Actually, they'll give
28.
him. Yeah. They'll get him to the 49.
That's the safety, Aiden Campos, coming up. We've got him listed as a safety, but looks like he's actually at the outside linebacker position right now.
So we'll have Gage Deutsch here on the near side, as well as number 12, Frohock, the freshman. And high snap. And Dickens will keep it. This time goes around the right edge. Got room to run down the far sideline. 20, 10. Nobody's catching Dickens into the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
And what scored that play for Lockhart Lions was Ashton Dickens' patience with the fake. He rode the fake all the way through, got the defense stepping hard to the right or to the left. He takes off to the right, and he's gone for a
49-yard
touchdown for the Lions. So the Lions do a great job coming out on defense, stopping them, and then on their very first possession, getting the ball in the end zone to take the lead here at Lions Stadium.
TD, every play, the linebackers kept moving a little bit closer, and safeties moved a little bit closer, and they had no chance to catch him.
Well, I think what also is going on is their first read is going to be Gonzalez tonight versus based on the lack of running Ashton's done so far this season. And that's why I think when we look at their Coach Gilbert's knows they're eyeing Gonzalez, and that was a perfect time in play.
Definitely. As a penalty flag is thrown at the far side of the field, I believe that's going to be offsides on Veterans. A field goal, extra point good. Try was good from Ocampo on the Lockhart Lions with 8 minutes left to go. Here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter, lead by a score of 7-0 off the strength of a 49-yard touchdown run by Ashton Dickens.
And we'll keep it here as they transition sides. And we talked about it, folks. Defense was going to be a big deal tonight. Defense had to come out and make a statement early. They did exactly that with the front line and linebackers playing great in that first series.
And once again, welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion football here on Friday Night Lights from Lions Stadium. I'm Emilio Sarge Waters bringing you all the live play-by-play action. TD Tom Dunn with color commentary and our football analyst, the coach, Amado Galvez, and our special guest for tonight, owner and head trainer of War Room Strength Club and sponsor of our fourth quarter, Ross Alexander, joining us on the broadcast. Of course, Ross, you had a big hand in Ashton Dickens, and it showed right there with his strength, not just his strength, but his speed to get on that outside and get that 49-yard touchdown.
Yeah, over the summers with the boys, we do a lot of hip strengthening and a lot of explosive work out there. If you see some of my videos, it's a lot about that first step, which you a lot of times see from Gonzalez and Ashton, also with a lot of the defensive players and boys.
Nice blocking for the Patriots on special teams. Coming down the near sidelines, number 23 makes a move on Gatkins, and Gage Doyce is going to chase him down, as well as Ocampo coming up with a tackle, but not before a big return by number 23 to give the Patriots an excellent field position. And, of course, 23 is not even on the roster for the Patriots, but nice return for the Patriots as they got great field position.
Yeah. Well, no, as I was saying, we do a lot more than just strength and power over at War Room. We do a lot of also injury preventative workout training, as far as if you do happen to have a knee injury, work on getting that back and getting your hips strength.
Well, then we'll talk a little bit more later too about the difference what you do with the younger athletes versus these older athletes. That's something that I found very interesting, the way you prepare them.
Yeah, first and 10 for the Patriots at the 17-yard line. Dixon gets the snap, throws out to the far side, incomplete. Intended receiver was Jeremiah Darden.
And Sarge, number 20 is not out there.
And so Peoples has missed the last couple games of the season. Tonight, first night dressed in 2 weeks, but we don't know how much action we'll see right now. Back there in the backfield is going to be number 10, Travion Warren.
And Warren he'll fake it to Warren. He'll swing out. Dixon, another incomplete pass as Trey Brown was on coverage.
Trey Brown on coverage. Portillo and Dylan O'Valley putting pressure on the quarterback there. Or sorry, that's Joseph Blue.
Yeah, Joseph Blue, 56.
Third down here.
Joseph Blue has been a force to be reckoned with the last 2 weeks for the Lockhart Lions defensively. And third down and 10 coming up for Dixon and the Patriots. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to roll out to the left side. Throws it out there, and that's going to be overthrown. His intended receiver, Jeremiah Darden.
Looks at fourth down.
I like the play call. Had his receiver right at the sticks and just overthrows him a hair. So I'll bring up fourth down. They'll bring the kicking unit on.
And Coach, that's got to be a tough thing for Dixon to run full speed and throw it out there and try to hit his target out there.
Yeah, and it also looks like
especially rolling to his left.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably having a hard time looking over those blockers too.
So here we go for the Patriots. They're coming out to attempt a 34-yard field goal attempt. Deep snappers Cole Riggs, holders Alfred De Leon, and kickers Rafael Nunez.
Bart Key was looking for that block. They were
going to be a
down.
timeout called. And while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. And we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
And we're back for the field goal attempt. That one's going to be on its way and wide left and no good.
And I think Bart Key might have gotten a piece of that one. The way it flew, it looked like somebody definitely got a hand on it.
He didn't get a piece of it. I think he distracted him, TD, because that kick was terrible.
Yeah, Bart's one of the most explosive kids I've ever seen, to be honest with you. We have him at workouts. The kid's explosion power out of a squatter deadlift is super tough and hard.
Well, with Gonzalez running really well, Key has got some carries, but we saw some real explosion from him early on in the year when they were doing their practices and their open practices.
Yeah.
So with 7:28 left to go, a missed field goal attempt by the Patriots will give the Lions the ball at the 20-yard line. And Ashton Dickens and crew come out with the lead 7-0.
Second time in a row, Lockhart defense has stopped them 3 and out. That is a huge deal for the Lions.
Especially after a long kickoff return.
Very Stanton out there. That's a tight end. He's out there.
Yeah, Stanton is at tight end.
Yeah, he's
Dickens, nobody in the backfield, dropping back, throwing for the first pass of the game for the Lions, and that's going to be caught in the arms of Trent Holcomb playing a wideout.
They had both tight ends at wideout. Staten down here, then Trent on top.
Well, that's the advantage of this package. They bring them in. Both those guys can run and catch in space, and then when they want to bring them in, they'll pull them in tight, and they're both great blockers as well.
Both those guys are great tight ends.
Allows you to be really flexible with the formations that you run.
Yeah, the veterans coaching staff is probably thinking, why do they got 2 linebackers at wideout?
Well, they're both about 6'3" and about 205, so yeah.
All right, so inside handoff to Gonzalez. He'll get to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, good block there by
Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
A little bit of a short snap there. Good job by Dickens to kind of step up, catch that, and make sure that Gonzalez got it. That's a hallmark of a good offense right there when you hardly notice a bad snap. You know, because the quarterback makes an adjustment, running back makes adjustment. It still looks smooth as butter.
First down, Lockhart.
Real good chemistry between Gonzalez and Ashton.
So one-on-one down here on the bottom of the screen, we got 12 versus 12. That's our Jordan Frohawk and their Raekwon Marshall. That's a big matchup to watch.
They're dropping back for a second pass, scans the middle of the field, and he'll tuck it in, and Dickens will roll around the right side. And he'll be pushed out of bounds.
I thought he got pushed when he was out of bounds.
That'll be a 2-yard run.
Yeah.
And great coverage there. We watched that one-on-one matchup. They ran step for step with each other.
So that's going to bring up second down and 8.
Big down here.
We'll have a district rundown of scores. There's 2 other games here in District 13 5A, Division 2, besides Lockhart and Veterans Memorial here tonight. And Gonzalez with a handoff, goes around the right side, breaks through the line, got room to run, and he's going to be tripped up, crossing the midfield marker down to the 48.
Great run there by My Time, but I tell you what, I noticed something else on that play. Number 28, Aiden Campos from Veterans Memorial. He's got some wheels as well. Not too many times do we see Gonzalez break into the open and then someone run step for step with him.
Yeah, My Time is 24 yards away from 1,000 yards on the season.
Sarge, take the crowd mic down just a hair, please.
So here we go, man in motion. Mavis getting the handoff, coming around the near side. Gets the edge and run out of bounds.
Turns up.
And it looks like he might have picked up another first down for the Lockhart Lions down to the 36-yard line.
And that was a play that went for 6 last week for the Lions.
That's the first down, Sarge.
And Mavis is slowly but surely reducing the size of that cast on the wrist. He's down to a black wrist support this week. Maybe 1 or 2 more weeks we'll see it off.
He went from 20 pounds of concrete last week till about a pound and a half.
One of my favorite things ever is when the NFL linebackers, they hurt a finger, so they give them the club. I just love when I see a linebacker with a club.
So here we go, first down and 10 for the Lions. High snap as Dickens will rush it right up the middle.
Good, tough run.
And there goes another bruising run by Dickens all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room. Dickens sliding and scraping, making his way through a small gap to pick up that chunk of yardage.
That'll bring up second down and 2.
And Lockhart's have yet to take a shot downfield. Right here's ideal range.
Second and short.
Second and short. That's an ideal spot to try to push a ball down the field. He's got Frohawk and Deutsch out wide.
Here you go. Free play coming up.
And we know what
and
he's
he'll go
do.
deep to And that's going to be overthrown
To
as
number
Gage
one.
Joyce with a tender receiver. But great job by Dickens. He's done that a lot this year,
Yes,
gentlemen.
he has.
So real,
I felt it coming. I felt the disturbance in the force there.
and that force was an offsides penalty, which will give the Lockhart Lions a fresh set of downs. So real quick rundown to District 13 5A Division II scores. And it is Kerrville Tybee at Bastrop. Bastrop leading 7-0 with 8:19 left to go in their first quarter.
Wow.
And with 7:14 left to go in the first quarter at Liberty Hill, Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles 7, Liberty Hill Panthers 9. It was just tied up. I guess Liberty Hill got a safety just now. So first and 10 for the Lions.
Quarterback
Dickens, power run coming around the near side, and he's just going to step out of bounds at the 20.
Looks like 28's a spy.
Yeah, he is. He is. I think he was spying on him earlier as well. But good job by their defense to flow with the ball. Good lateral movement, and they weren't able to be sealed inside. That's what it's all about. You run quarterback power. You're looking to get a hat on a hat, and they just had more hats than we could block on that play.
Yeah, they need to bring that snap down a little bit.
Yeah, it really slows down the beginning of that play if it's not right to him.
So second down and 7 after the 3-yard run by Dickens. And he'll keep it himself. Thought about pitching to my time and
still. There he goes.
And
did they blow it?
Still going.
Nope. What a great spin move.
He spun out route number 6.
Missed
right
that,
out
and
the nose
wow.
guard.
Talking about the strength of Ashton Dickens. We saw the speed earlier.
Yeah.
Now we saw the strength of Ashton Dickens. As you can see on the replay coming up.
Yeah, if you squat over 500 pounds, you don't want to wrap him up on the waist and try to do that. No matter if you're a defensive lineman or a linebacker.
No, yeah, we see it over and over
You
again.
had 3 Patriots right there on the move, on the spot to bring them down.
Yeah.
And that'll be a 20-yard TD run for Dickens. The snap is back to hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good.
I feel bad for that football when Ocampo kicks it. Goodness.
And with that, it is Lockhart Lions 14, San Antonio Vets 0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lions football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And we are back as the Lockhart Lions extend the lead 14-0 on another touchdown run by Ashton Dickens, this time 20 yards out. And the Lockhart Lions lead 14-0 after the extra point is good. And quick shout out, we got Danny Celestino, Veronica Obaye, and Robert Cuellar. Hey, Robert Cuellar, we're going to have you up here for the Bastrop game. You were some good luck with us last year.
Absolutely
We're going to have
not.
to bring you up here. And this time 23 is going to get the return again. Had the big return after the last kickoff.
Oh, got a good hit.
And Santi Guerra says you're not going any further than right here.
23, great job pumping the feet. Yeah, I said Cuellar can't come because last year during the broadcast game, my mic was off the entire game. You could hear me in the background.
It was a
pretty good.
bad wire, TD. I promise you. I didn't turn you down on purpose.
So Lockhart does a better job of holding the return game that time. Still a good return for number 23, showing some speed and some power.
Yeah.
They'll take over at the 35-yard line. Looks like it's still going to be Tavion Warren. He's going to go out to wide receiver, so it'll be an empty set.
Yeah, 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Dixon, that shotgun formation all by himself in the backfield. It'll be man in motion. It'll be a jet sweep going around the far side. Nice blocking on the edge for the Patriots.
Oh, still going.
Still on his feet, breaking through an arm tackle, but finally going to be brought down shy of the first down of about a yard.
Great job sealing the edge by their left tackle on that side.
Yeah, the guy Gathing's out there making the stop. That'll bring up second down and 1.
So that was the first time we've seen that open formation from them, or empty, and they capitalized with 9 yards.
And once again in motion, the fake the handoff, and in the backfield in a hurry is Zakiah Gathings. And telling Dixon, you're going nowhere but backwards, and that'll be a loss of 3.
What I love about when Zakiah gets his hands on him is that he manhandles them.
Yeah.
You know, even if he doesn't get a good hit, he just if he touches them with his hands, he's got incredible grip strength. So a lot of time he's slinging them, and they experience violence.
And the other hand's going for the football.
Oh, yeah. So here, another big third down coming up for the Patriots.
Oh.
And snap's going to go back.
I think they stayed out of the neutral zone.
Yeah, they stayed out of the neutral zone, and they're going to stop the quarterback. And once again, the Lockhart Lion defense are going to drive the Patriots into a 4th down position.
Great job of Foster. Foster slowed him down, and Portillo got to put a big hit on the quarterback.
You got run down by defensive
4th and short.
And it looks like they're going to go for it, 4th and short.
If third down wasn't big, this 4th down is even bigger for the Patriots. Empty backfield.
Again.
Big great time to get a stop here.
They may just be trying to draw us off. We'll see.
Man in motion. And it'll be a jet sweep coming around the near side on the Lockhart Lions. Are unable to hold on to it. Looks like they're going for the big hit instead of the bring down. And great run by number 10, who was stopped in the backfield, Tavian Warren, to pick up the first down for the Patriots.
Coach mentioned it a minute ago. Gathin's going for that ball. That's the 3rd time we've seen him go for a big rip. That ball's going to come out at some point.
Yeah, hurry up offense, and this time Warren's going to get a big run over the left side and into line territory for a big first down.
Lockhart defense is not ready.
They were not ready on that play, and even after they snapped the ball, a couple players not really jumping too.
No, nobody was really set.
So that right there, that's the biggest play of the game for them other than the return so far. They're finding something with this empty set.
So Dixon with the keeper this time up the middle. And he's going to be brought down about 4 yards or 3 yards shy of the first down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
It looked like Trey Brown and Ben Mendez both on that or Portillo.
Asante Guerra on the tackle.
Nah, Rob got it wrong.
Oh, he got it wrong.
That was definitely Trey Brown Portillo. I got my glasses on, baby.
And Dixon running around, got the receiver wide open. And into the end zone, the Patriots will get the first touchdown of the night.
So Patriots not going to go quietly after Lockhart puts up 2 quick scores. They come back and answer with one of their own. We've got 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
And that was Anthony Keith on the touchdown catch. And once again, here comes Rafael Nunez for the extra point try. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And this one is going to be right through the uprights.
Bart Keys will get one today.
Lockhart band celebrating the extra point as one of the band members caught that one.
And I do got a couple of shout-outs. Of course, one from Terry Simpsons. Need to do some tackling drills, of course. Great runs by the Patriots.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
A lot of broken tackles so far by the Patriots. Lockhart does need to do a better job of wrapping up.
Janine says, go Lions. And, of course, one of our own, Darrell Thomas, Coach T, says, go Lions. Coach T in the house. Hey, Ross, great work with the kids.
I saw Coach T still driving the red Ford Ranger.
He said, you need to find a hill. And, of course, we're going to be ready to chop it up with Coach T. Hopefully we'll have our podcast will be coming back. Of course, we had a couple of weeks of illnesses going on. But we should be coming back this Sunday, Coach, you think?
Yes, and hopefully we'll be down in Luton, Texas.
And, Ross, while we transition here, something we touched on a little bit earlier, just tell us a little bit about how you do with the younger athletes, how you start them off, because I know the 7th grade workout is not the same as what your juniors and seniors are doing.
Yeah. So pretty much if you're in 6th grade, 6th and 7th grade, or 6th grade, really, I prepare you with a PVC pipe. We do a lot of bodyweight workouts. We get you ready for that bar. If you're in 7th grade, typically I just do a bar workout with you until maybe mid-summer, and then we can start putting a small amount of weight on you. But for the young kids, it's all about technique and about your body control first, and just to get you better in shape. And then as we get into the 8th grade and up, then we start adding the weight on, start doing a lot more of that. So it's year to year.
Learn how to lift before you lift.
Exactly. Year to year, it's different. So you got to earn your stripes pretty much.
Yeah, Frohawk's going to scoop it up around the 13-yard line. He was a lone man back deep for the Lions on that one.
And he took a minute to analyze which way to go there and got the best that he could out of it. As that ball bounced around the turf a little bit, we'll see the Lockhart Lions offense come out. Looks like they'll have the ball at the 22-yard line. or is he spotting it there? Yeah. And so injured player able to make it off under his own power.
Well, they'll mark it down at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Lockhart Lions and Ashton Dickens will take over.
So Dickens lit it up with his feet last time with a 49-yard touchdown.
I don't know if y'all knew this or I said this last year, but, Ashton Dickens, his uncle, is Chris Jennings. That's a D-line coach for Lockhart.
Yep.
But in high school, he was a quarterback and actually wore number 11 as well.
So an inside handoff to Gonzalez, and he'll
Good
get to
run.
the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up about 6 yards.
Great safety as well. Jennings, I think,
Yes, he was
transitioned
a
kind of more to
quarterback.
defense towards the
Quarterback,
end, right?
He was a quarterback this junior year and senior year. They moved him straight defense to free safety. There's a young man by the name of Anthony Alfieri that took over at quarterback.
Yeah, it was my cousin. My cousin Anthony Alfieri was the quarterback because my junior year they went where we were going one way. But Coach Jennings was definitely one of those players that could have gone both ways.
And Gonzalez once again coming up the middle. Patient run by Gonzalez, and he's going to get right to the first down marker.
And we're always amazed by his explosion and his speed, but we've also seen that several times where he tucks in behind a lineman or finds whatever he can and moves those chains.
So it'll be a first down for the Lockhart Lions.
Yeah, he had a run 2 weeks ago where he tucked in for almost 3 seconds behind big number 75 before he broke out for a long run. So great job being patient.
Yeah, Gonzalez is 14 yards away from 1,000.
Lockhart's only shot downfield came on the offsides and free play.
Well, Gonzalez will get the handoff once again, goes around the right side, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage. He'll get forward progress to the 35-yard line. That'll be a 2-yard gain.
While Gonzalez is doing well, Veterans Memorial probably doing the best of any team we've seen so far as they've been able to stop him for some shorter gains. We've got big number 6 in the middle. That's Sebastian Walker, the defensive lineman. Coach tells us he's as good as anyone one-on-one.
Second down and 8 coming up. We're at 20 seconds left to go.
And what do you do with a guy that's good as anyone one-on-one, Coach?
You double team.
That's right. And Lockhart does double team him.
Yeah, Dickens was looking to pitch it out, and great job by the defense. That'll be no gain.
Not much there.
And that's probably going to do it for the first quarter as we're down to 2 seconds left. So at the end of one, it is Lockhart Lions 14, San Antonio Vets 7. We're going to take a quick timeout, but we'll be right back with the Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we are back for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Lockhart Lions lead the San Antonio Vets 14-7.
So huge deal for Lockhart. Number 9, Nate Garcia in there at the slot. Happy to see him back in. We had feared that we may not see him again this season.
Third down and 8 for the Lions. Dickens drops back.
There you go.
Looks over the
It's
right
wide
side.
open.
He's got my time and just overthrew my time.
And he had Nate Gonzalez wide open over the middle. He was behind the safeties by 10 yards. I know Ashton Dickens saw him in the end. He'll catch him next time.
Yeah, they'll come back to that play.
Yeah, they will. You got to.
Yeah, so
Nate's another one of my boys. I'll tell you this, he's probably one of the strongest receivers, if not strongest receiver in the district right now.
Well, the guys on the team say that he's got the best hands on the team as well.
He does.
So for the first time tonight, the Patriots hold the Lions. And the Lions will be punting away as Ocampo will be coming in to punt the ball. Standing at his own 23-yard line. And it's going to be a nice kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 30-yard line and a Lion roll as it rolls all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And it's early in the game, and it is already getting chippy out here. And we saw a good bit of that last night in the freshman game as timeout had to be called. Both coaches had to pull their teams together and kind of talk to everyone. Already starting to see it, and we're only in the second quarter.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm looking down the sideline right now. We were talking about Nate being open. Nate went to Ashton, kind of threw his hands up like, hey, I'm open. And Coach Gilbert walked up to both of them, patted Nate, and I think they're going to come back to that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So,
you can tell by the way he kind of talked to him like, we're
Yeah.
coming back to
Yeah.
it. And so Lockhart defense back out on the field. They had 2 3-and-outs before they gave up points.
And that was all for the hurry-up offense for the Patriots. An empty backfield as Dixon gets the snap, throws out there. Looks like a wide receiver screen.
Good run.
And once again, the tackling for the Lockhart Lions is having a lot of issues trying to bring the player down. And they'll bring it across in almost to midfield, and the turf monster had to come up and make the tackle for the Lions.
I'd fall down like that, too, if Athens was tracking me down like that. And that guy does a great job of cutting back across the field. That's number 10, Travion Warren. As the Sarge mentioned at the beginning of the game, the guy who's really carried the load for this team has been Chris Bassett, who we haven't seen at all tonight. It's been all number 10.
And they try to go for the same thing, and Dixon will keep it himself. And the Lockhart Lions will come up with a stop after about an 8-yard gain. That's going to be Portillo, as well as Staten coming up with a tackle.
Memorial's going to be running with intent now.
Yeah, they're going quick.
They're hurry up offense, 2nd down and 1 coming up. It worked for him last drive. Why not keep doing it? Warren gets the handoff, and this time Gueda's going to get him in the backfield.
And Santa Gueda said, fool me once, shame on me. You ain't going to get me twice.
So that'll be a loss of about 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Patriots.
What surprised me, the Patriots tried to go for 4th down as well this drive.
Yeah, the hurry-up has been well for them. They're spreading Lockhart out, giving 3 receivers almost every time.
And Warren in the backfield, and he'll get the handoff, and he'll get tripped up crossing the line, and he's going to be shy of the 1st down.
Brings up a 4th down.
And the near side.
The far side, they're giving him the 1st down on the far side.
Near side official has him well more than a yard short. Oh, man. See, it's not spotted where the near side official. It's spotted from the far side. That was a poor spot.
All right, so they're going to give the Patriots a 1st down.
D-line needs to get ready for better.
Mixon throws it out there to the flat to number 2. And
tackle.
He's barely going to be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage and picks up about a yard out of that. That's going to be Jeremiah Darden with the reception.
And they now have the ball onto the Lockhart side of the field. Ball's going to be at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9.
Foster needs to get down. He's standing up.
Yeah, Warren gets the handoff, and Portillo's going to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
Good job on linebacker.
Yeah, along with
That
Gathings.
goes to being ready like we were talking about.
We're definitely not lined up quickly.
Yeah,
D-line is looking around. They need to get down there and just get ready to go.
So, Coach, you scouted Veterans Memorial a little bit. Have they been using the hurry-up, or is this something new?
No, they have not.
So every coach has plays and things that he does that he
we
saves.
take so long to line up when they're doing all this flipping that it's going to come back and hurt us.
And big 3rd and long here for the Lions defense. Looks like they'll look to bring the blitz.
Man in motion, Dixon drops back, looking to throw. Got pressure coming from the backside. Nice move on Portillo by Dixon, and Dixon's going to be chased out of bounds by Trey Brown.
Picks up the 1st down.
And it'll be a big 1st down towards the 26-yard line for the Patriots.
So Dixon showing a good job with patience, just kind of picking his way down the field, and Lockhart taking a couple poor angles, unable to get to him.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Looks like the Patriots going to go out of an empty backfield now. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom.
We need pressure from that D-line.
Man in motion. It'll be Jet
That'll
Sweep
work.
going around the near side. Portillo meeting up in the backfield.
And Trey Brown brings him down. Portillo with the first hit to slow him down. Trey Brown finishes him off. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Portillo, Holcomb, and Trey Brown closing it out. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Patriots.
Trey Brown, another violent tackler back there in the Lions secondary.
2nd and long.
They're bringing Gaffney.
Warren in motion. They'll fake the handoff to Warren. Dixon will get it.
Good
Quarterback
tackle.
keeper and nice tackle up the middle by number 25.
That's Joseph Zarita.
Yeah, Joseph Zarita.
Yeah,
he was one of my boys for 2 years. He couldn't come this summer due to he was with his dad most of the summer. But that kid is definitely a hard worker as well.
Yeah, 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Patriots. This will probably be definitely in 4-down territory as they don't have the field goal kicker with the leg to kick it from there. And it's too close to punt it. Dixon gets a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw.
Oh.
Thanks otherwise, and he's going to be
Still
right through a couple of arm tackles, and he's going to make his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Staten had a shot at him, and he was just able to run through the arm tackle. And just like that, he's given his kicker a chance to tie it up with an extra point. We got a ball game here at Lions Stadium.
Yeah, new ball game coming up. 7:42 left to go. 14-13. Lockhart Lions with a 1-point lead.
It was an athletic play.
It definitely
sure
was, as we got an extra point coming up from Rafael Nunez. Once again, Riggs the snapper, De Leon the holder. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And that's at least the 3rd time the senior Dixon has used his feet to hurt the Lions after it looked like they were going to have him in the backfield. So don't count this kid out. I'm starting to learn that about him here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, so after Lockhart scores 14 unanswered points, the Patriots come back and do the same thing and tie this thing up with 7:42 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating 2nd quarter. And we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
And
back.
we are back. Frohock's going to be the lone returner.
So I don't know. No Quavon Reese so far in the game tonight for the Lions.
As Nunez will be set to kick this one away. And it's going to be a short kick to Gonzalez, and he'll field it at the 15-yard line.
Makes one miss.
Yeah, makes one miss, coming back across the field, and finally going to be brought down at the 25-yard line.
Cage Deutsch with a big block away from the ball, but a big block.
Yes, it was.
Got to be careful, especially in a game like this.
So let's see how the Lockhart Lions are going to hold out, gentlemen, after going having to give the ball up, and Patriots going down the field to score twice.
I'll tell you how they're going to hold out, Sarge. They're going to give it to him off right tackle, and he's going to scamper 75 yards for a touchdown.
Here we go, another play call.
Definitely need to
Did you catch that, Coach
Gilbert? Here. Get a drive going, keep their offense off the field.
Oh, yeah, Gonzalez will get the handoff going around the left side, cuts it upfield. And he's going to be swarmed by the Patriot defense after only gaining about 2 yards.
I meant right tackle. They went off left tackle.
That's what the problem was right there, TD.
Comes Garcia back in.
And Garcia is going to be here on the near side along with Gage Deutsch.
And looks like Lockhart's back to their 11 package, one tight end in the game. So they've got trips on this side.
Gonzalez in the backfield, offset to the left side of Ashton. They'll fake the handoff to Ashton. Throw back here towards the near side to Trent Holcomb, and moving down the far sideline.
Puts his shoulder down.
Oh, man, what a run by Trent Holcomb.
Great run there.
Great play call. Great play call. Got the whole defense flowing left, came backside with the tight end screen, and it worked beautifully.
I'd say number 12, Raycon Marshall, came up with the tackle, but Trent Holcomb just pushed him out the way.
And they're saying he stepped out of bounds almost 8 yards before it looked.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. It's a first down for the Lions.
Keep those chains moving.
Frohock in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep to him.
Oh.
And they'll throw it to Deutsch.
Gage was looking forward.
Yeah.
He didn't bring the ball in. He was looking.
Yeah, off his hands. And fortunately, that ball hit the turf.
Well, and on those wide receiver screens and stuff, you really want to keep it low because you go up high, and by the time you jump and come back down, even if he catches that ball, it takes a lot of time and allows that defense to fight through the block and get to him. So one of those, maybe you're glad you don't catch it.
Right.
He just kind of hung in the air a little bit.
And after this play, we'll have a quick update in District 13, 5A Division 2. And we have a couple of other games on tap for tonight. Another high snap as Dickens will bring it down, goes up the middle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Not much there.
And that's that big nose guard, Sebastian Walker, number 6.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And at Liberty Hill, it is Cedar Creek Eagles 7, Liberty Hill Panthers 24 with 8:38 left to go in the second quarter. And at Bastrop Memorial Stadium, Bastrop Bears 14, Kerrville Tybee 3.
Wow.
And they just started the second quarter there. And if you're Luling Eagle, at Eagle Stadium, it is Llano Yellow Jackets 29, Luling Eagles 7 with 9:27 left to go in the second quarter. Dickens drops back, throws it out to Gonzalez, and he'll get across midfield, and he'll push forward, diving forward for the first down.
Well, the second
great effort,
The second effort is what got him the first down on that play. He was looking for a gap to try to get more, but once he saw he was kind of bottled up, puts his shoulder down, keeps those legs pumping, and moves the chains for his team.
And that's what we need more of. We need more of the pitch and catch of 8-10 yards down the field.
And it builds confidence as well. And then when you take that shot down the field, you do it with confidence.
And that's what makes Gonzalez
as opposed to a prayer.
Makes Gonzalez so good. He's not only can he run the ball, but he has good hands. Tremendous, good receiver.
Nate's a good football player.
Leg drive. Yeah, he did a great job of turning his hips around to try to get a hold of that ball and then turning back to run. So another first down.
Yeah, one receiver down here to the bottom. And Dickens will keep it himself, going around the left edge. He'll get around a penalty flag coming in, and that's going to be in the area of holding.
I think they got 16 for holding.
Yeah,
you got one of the tight ends. As Lockhart had their 2 tight end personnel in, starting to really like that package. It seems like their large run production definitely comes out of that package.
And it is. Yeah, they're going to call it on Staten, so they'll move it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And that'll
Coach
probably bring
Gilbert
up first and 20.
Give me the fast guys. Fast guys back in.
Yeah.
See Josh Barber coming out of the contest. Take away a lineman, add a tight end. Or they're adding a wide receiver to the package now as Garcia.
On top.
And so it's going to be 1st and 20 after the penalty.
And Garcia's going to be down here at the bottom with Gage Deutsch.
Last time he was in the slot here, he got wide open over the middle. See if they look to come back to it.
And Deutsch will be in motion.
Oh,
and a penalty flag coming in, and it's going to be false start on the Lions.
Man, and Garcia was one-on-one. He had the inside leverage. He was about to turn for the post again, and he would have been open.
And this time they're going to get Holcomb, the other linebacker.
And that's the worst, isn't it, Coach, where you see something that you want to come back to, then when you come back to it later, penalty takes it right out of your hands because they were definitely coming back to the pass play from earlier.
Well, the Lions are going to line up in the same formation.
So, 1st and 25. Trying to get 5 back. Yeah.
We got 4:45 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Coach Gilbert tells Ashton he's strong.
Yeah, Deutsch in motion. High snap. Dickens looks to his left.
Plenty of time.
Throws right back over the middle. Got Frohawk. Just underthrew Frohawk.
He still had that. That was.
Yeah. Ashton kind of didn't step through that ball, kind of flicked it up there to give Frohawk some time to run underneath it, and then just not quite enough steam on it.
So that'll remain. Bring back a 2nd down.
And so you got to start looking at chunk plays. How do you get half of it back in one play? These scenarios usually have 2 plays in a row on the play sheet, huh, Coach?
Yes, they do.
One to get half of it, one to get the other half. And Coach Gilbert calls every play in. Lockhart doesn't bother using 5 or 6 guys with mixed signals. They're very direct. They send the play in, they run it.
Nobody in the backfield with Dickens, and he'll keep it, runs right up the middle, cuts it up towards the near side, crosses midfield,
Still
and
going.
Continue going forward. And finally he's going to be brought down at the 47-yard line.
And he got more than half of it.
Yeah.
Got 14 yards on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Still a long 3rd down, but much better than where we were at.
You think they'll go for a 4th down? They get close enough?
Let's
close game, See how many yards they get here on 3rd down. But I think if it's, 4th and inside 3, I think we'll see quarterback power. But we may not need it as Lockhart can score in a heartbeat.
And
He's an empty.
Yeah, once again, empty formation. 3 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom.
And Gonzalez is one of those receivers, so 5 wideouts. Maybe looking to spread the defense out here.
And Gonzalez will go back.
Offsides or motion. Offside.
Delay game on the Lockhart Lions.
Didn't need that.
No.
So instead of 3rd down at 11, it's going to bring up 3rd down at 16. And that'll move the ball back into Lion territory.
So that's one area that sometimes I struggle to understand is how long it does take us to get in the play, especially with the offensive play caller on the field.
So Deutsch would be in motion. And Dickens will roll to his left side. Throwing back, got Garcia wide open. In and out of the hands of Garcia.
God, he had that.
Got his first attempt and right through the hands.
He did. They came back to it, but they put him on the other side of the formation.
Oh, I know. He's shooting himself.
And Lockhart unable to convert on that one. And so with that, we'll get Ocampo out to punt.
Of all the receivers, he's the least one you would think that would drop that.
Oh, I know he's eating himself up right now. He had that.
So Ocampo will be coming out to punt the ball away.
He'll have a chance to make up for it tonight as there's a lot of football left here to be played with 3 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the first half.
Got time. Oh, yeah.
And another nice punt from Ocampo. Going to take a sideway roll. And it'll be down right around the 19-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 18-yard line, so the Patriots will have the ball first down and 10. Patriots have had 2 back-to-back drives with scoring plays, and with 3:17 left to go, gentlemen, keeping the Patriots out of the end zone or from scoring is going to be big. Got to be something huge for the Lockhart Lions, especially since the Lockhart Lions do get the second-half kickoff.
Big here could be a turnover for the Lions.
Yeah.
We've seen Gathens stripping at that ball several times already.
But the big key that we've seen Lockhart Lions unable to do is tackle. Empty backfield.
Nobody goes out with number
Quarterback
10.
draw.
Yeah, Dixon gets the
There he goes.
quarterback draw the way.
He's gone.
Breaks through an arm tackle and crosses midfield. Nobody's going to catch Dixon, and he's going to find his way into the end zone on a 86-yard touchdown
And
run.
just like you said, Sarge, tackling. 2 chances to get him, 2 more broken tackles, and a long run, and Veterans Memorial takes the lead here in Lockhart's house with 3 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the second half. And just like you said, Sarge, tackling.
Yes. So we're going to have an extra point try from Rafael Nunez. Once again, Riggs, the deep snapper, De Leon, the holder.
And it looks like we got a shootout here in Lockhart.
Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. And it is now San Antonio Veterans taking the lead, 21-14 over the Lockhart Lions. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
All right, and we are back as Frohock is back deep to return the kick. That's going to be a deep kick, and Frohock will field it at his own 5-yard line. He'll bring it upfield.
Go.
Got the edge, and he'll be chased out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Or it'll be a first down and 10 for the Lions.
And that's 3 yards better than they would have got with a fair catch. So good job by Mr. Haynes there, bringing the ball out. And Ashton Dickens will come out with 2 minutes 56 seconds left to go to try to drive his offense down the field. 72 yards for a score.
Got a comment from David Ortiz Jr. Says, Ross, what's your message to the team in the locker room during halftime?
Oh, man, I'm saying is just...
You can't say it on the air, right?
Yeah, right. Well,
Start lifting.
Yeah, I'll see you in the summer. No, I'm just going to say, man, just, you're in the game. Just, don't get down. Square up, make hits. Make tackles, read. Offense, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let have a short-term memory. But we're still in the game. And I would just say, just go out there and play like dogs. That's what they've done. They've turned it up. You got to turn it up now.
That's right.
Well, nice 8-yard pickup for Dickens. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Lions. Be an inside handoff to My Time Gonzalez, and he'll pick up the first down. Forward progress will get him to the 40.
Workman-like 5-yard run there for Gonzalez to move the chains.
Got to go quick or use their timeouts here.
And we talked about Lockhart not being super fast in these short time situations. We'll see if they speed it up some tonight. But that's about 30 seconds gone for that play right there, as we're now under 2 minutes.
They hand off to My Time Gonzalez. He'll pick up.
They've got to get that snap down. This is the first game I've seen them. Almost every snap is high.
So that play ended at 147.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with that big nose guard line up in front of that center.
And with that 7-yard run from Gonzalez, that puts him over the 1,000-yard threshold for the season. We're at 1,001 yards. So Dickens with the snap, cuts it up the middle. He'll pick up the first down, crossing midfield.
Good run.
Out to the 47-yard line.
27 seconds Lockhart took between the end of the last play and the next snap. That's not going to cut it when you're at 1 minute and 13 seconds with the clock running. I mean, that's only 3 plays at that pace, Coach.
You either got to get into the end zone or in the area for a field goal attempt.
And the clock will be under 1 minute once they snap this one.
And Dickens will get the snap.
They're not even taking Nate right now.
Cuts it up. He'll get to the 45-yard line.
I think maybe Ashton pitches it this time because now they're keen on him now.
Yeah, once they start sucking in, it'll open up for the pitch.
Yep.
So the Lockhart Lions going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, winch outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. We have 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
And we are back after the Lockhart line timeout. It is 2nd down and 8 for the Lions. Dickens in shotgun formation. Ball is at the 45-yard line in Patriot territory. And a penalty flag's going to come in.
It's against us.
And they're going to say false start on the
and
line,
they're
so
gonna
that's going to push them back
They're
5.
going to call Nate Garcia on that, but he was really just adjusting himself to where they didn't have the last man on the line covered up, but as it was a forward movement, they threw the flag on it.
Wow.
And so there'll be 52 seconds left to go at the whistle.
Yeah, 2nd down and 13 now.
Or at the snap, rather.
Dickens looking around. He'll run. The ball goes around the left edge, and he'll have enough for the first down and more. And he's going to be chased out of bounds, which will stop the clock at the 32-yard line.
Good block out there by Deutsch just around the sticks to give Ashton the couple more yards he needed to move the chain. And he got out of bounds, so that will stop the clock as well. The Lions have all the time they need to work looks like they're going to personnel change here.
Yeah. By the looks of it, we'll have an empty backfield. We got 3 receivers down here to the near side. Dickens gets a snap, rolls around to his right, looking to throw. Got pressure coming from behind him.
Oh.
And he'll let that one go, and that's going to be incomplete. And that'll stop the clock, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lions.
Well, good job of Dickens to get rid of that one and then just put it in the ground and live to play another play there as he was under some real pressure from the blind side.
The backside, defensive end.
So we'll have 37.7 seconds left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
And we're within Ocampo's range here already.
Got the wind blowing from right to left if you're watching on your TV screen, mobile device.
And beautiful full moon coming up over the stadium. We'll maybe get you a shot of that during a break.
It'll be quarterback keeper right up the middle. And Dickens will get it out to the 27-yard line.
And Coach Gilbert calls his final timeout.
Well,
or second timeout, so he'll still have one more in his pocket.
Good.
And we'll keep it right here. Ross, how many War Room athletes did you have participate in your program total over this last summer?
Oh, I probably had close to 50.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's growth right there.
Yeah, that's definitely from my first summer had 8. Last year I had about 35. This year about between like 45 and 50, and that's from 11 years old up to the senior level. But yeah,
Ross, have you ever thought about moving to a different location? To get, in case you, I know you don't turn away athletes, but
yeah, this year I actually had 3 different classes to split it out. I actually just finished yesterday my business plan, and so my goal is to start trying to find some investors and try to go from there.
Well, best of luck in all that, because we know that the system's working.
I appreciate it.
The system works.
Yeah, it does. You could definitely tell. I mean, I'm not, but you could tell a lot of times who the kids are that come in, and a lot of other kids know who I am. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, it is a for-profit business that I own, and not everybody could afford it sometimes.
So Dickens will fake the toss, keep it himself, goes right up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down. So that'll momentarily stop the clock.
And there'll be 24.3 seconds. The clock will run once the chains are set. And Lockhart will have enough time to run a couple plays.
He lost his helmet, so he has to come out. He's going to use the timeout, so he can stay in.
Yep, and he does. He burns his final timeout, and Dickens will be able to stay in the game.
Has a little limp to him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so Lockhart's going to be just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Coach, there's 24.3 seconds left. What are your couple plays that you're looking to call here from just inside the red zone?
Well, no timeouts. We'll definitely have to throw the ball. And if he throws it, make sure he steps out of bounds or
picks
anything
up a first
toward
down.
The sidelines. Yeah.
And toward the sideline or in the end zone.
Because we're going to have to go quick on the – if we don't make it, we're going to have to go quick on the field goal.
We will, because we no longer have the timeout. So it's either got to be complete real close to touchdown or incomplete, so you got time to run the field goal unit out. Ocampo is warmed up and waiting.
If it was me, I would definitely throw middle of the field, Trent Holcomb, because he takes out a guy or two every time.
Yeah.
So
and last week, Holcomb caught one for a touchdown that was called back from a holding call, unfortunately, but it was and he ran over someone on his way the zone, as you said.
Yeah, I think his plan is every time he touches a ball, he wants to land a yeah.
And we did talk to him about that. He goes, is it strange that you welcome back? We are here at the Kreitz Market halftime show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, as we are in halftime as the San Antonio Vets were down by 2 scores, 14-0 before they exploded for 21 unanswered points and have the lead at halftime, 21-14. And once again, we are here joined by a special guest. And Coach, would you like to make the introduction to the Lockhart Lions? Yeah.
Especially Lockhart High School, our new principal, coming all the way from
Well, thank you for having me here tonight. My name is Cynthia Vasquez, and I am the proud principal of Lockhart High School. I actually was here in Lockhart the past 2 years. I was the bilingual director for the district. So I've been here in Lockhart the past 2 years. Oh my goodness, I love it. I am so proud of all our students. I am so proud of our parents, our teachers, all of our community. We are doing great things here at Lockhart High School, and I can't wait to see the next 3-4 years. We are pretty much building and paving that road to building a legacy of excellence, and it all starts here with Lockhart High School.
We talked earlier about some of the great assistant principals that you have. Can you mind mentioning their names and the
Yes,
job that they do?
Yes, thank you. So Daniel Martinez is our returning assistant principal from last year. And then we hired Ms. Danye Curry, and she's coming from Luling. She was an assistant principal at the junior high there. We have Lucia Ramos, who was a special ed LSSP, also coming from Luling, and she had also a little bit of work at Seguin. And then we also have Mr. Juan Orozco, who also has been part of our Lockhart family here. He was at the district for the past 2 years as well here at Lockhart.
I see them in the hallways all day long, and they do an awesome job. And it's great to have them here at Lockhart High School.
Thank you.
Students-wise, are you pretty impressed with our Lockhart Lion students?
I am. I'm very impressed. Every single day when we're out in the hallways, we always have our students displaying all our district values. If they're not having a Lockhart for people, they're locked on excellence with all the academics, as well as unlocking potential. We are this year working on the Leader in Me. It's a socio-emotional process that we follow here at the high school, and I see all our Lions students exemplify that every single day.
I'm very excited about the little drawing that you had today as far as the perfect attendance.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, sir. A big kudos to our Education Foundation, who has really come through and helped us with improving our attendance. As we know, it's a challenge at the high school. Every single week when I send out a newsletter to our parents, we do put on there our percentages. We're shooting for 93%. Of course, me being a principal, I want that 98, 99%, right? But this incentive will definitely help our students. Today was the first day that we held a drawing, and we had 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors who each got a $100 gift card, courtesy of our Education Foundation, and for being here a whole week. And so the students were so excited. At the end of the day, we gave those out, took some pictures, about to tweet those out. And it really motivated the rest of the students. It is also broadcasted in our YouTube channel when we do our advisory announcements. So
I would be pretty excited too if I got $100 for the weekend.
I know. It's exciting just to talk to the students and asking them, what are you going to do with your money? And some of them knew exactly. I'm going to buy clothes, Ms. Vasquez. And others were like, I don't know yet. So it's exciting to hear them. It really was a big surprise. But
Awesome. You're going to keep that on every week?
Yes, sir. Every week through the end of the semester, hopefully through the end of the year, I'm hoping. And so it's a nice little incentive for our students to show up. I always tell my Lions, missing school is missing out. It's very important that they're in school. And so this will definitely help us.
I know some teachers say, hey, what about us?
I know. Maybe I can talk to the Education Foundation, right? We have coffee every day for our teachers, right?
Before I do, I want to give a big shout out to Francine Hunt. She came up to the broadcast booth just a while ago. She won tickets to tonight's game for our home ticket giveaway, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties and Alliance Pride Sports Broadcast. She was one of 3 winners that were selected. Of course, Jessica Whitaker won 3 free tickets, and Leslie Marie Sanchez won 4 free tickets, and they're all enjoying tonight's game free or courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties and Alliance Pride Sports Broadcast. And, of course, we got a living legend in here in the broadcast booth with us also, as Coach Thompson. And always great to see you, Coach. Always great. I'm waiting for you to put the headsets on. But your time here at Lockhart so far, how have you enjoyed it so far?
I have really enjoyed it. I love the community here in Lockhart. When I started my career, 23, 24 years ago, in the district I started, it was very similar to Lockhart.
Yeah.
And so just watching that district explode, that's one of the things that I really liked about Lockhart that spoke to me and resonated to my heart is the small town community feel. And so 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, I decided to join the Lockhart team, and I've loved every single minute. I'm excited. This year, our theme and our hashtag is hashtag grit and ganas. And every single day, we tell our teachers we're going to have that grit and ganas, and we tell our students the same thing. But I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's a great town. Of course, we see a lot of growth going around through Lockhart. Of course, the halls of Lockhart High School are beginning to fill up even more.
Yes,
Is that a challenging thing as a principal of the high school when you got numbers they keep growing and growing and growing?
Yes, sir. It is a challenge. As a matter of fact, today we were looking at that, ways to improve our hallways. Perhaps going back to a drawing board, it's okay. I know we're about 6 weeks into school, but how are we able to problem solve some of those issues? And that is one of the things that has been challenging is having so many students in the main hallway. So we're looking at ways to divert some of that traffic and hope that the flow is a little bit smoother.
Yes.
And then here we're going to start construction here pretty soon also, and that's going to be a big
Yes, it is. And I think the biggest thing for us is just letting my parents know to be patient as we start construction, because it will definitely impact our drop-off and pick-up processes. So just getting ahead of it. I know that our district has been phenomenal in giving us information ahead of time. That way we can get ahead of it.
Yeah, so we see the Patriots band coming off the field. The Lockhart Lion Roaring Band will be coming on, and we like to get their performance for our Lockhart Lion fans. So is there any final words that you would like to say now?
I just want to thank everyone for the support. I have really enjoyed these first few weeks of school. I am looking forward to just witnessing all the amazing things that our Lions are going to accomplish this year, as well as the next 3 to 5 years. And let's have some grit and ganas.
Oh yeah, we still got a lot of football game going on. And how are you liking this football game? I know it's been a tough one so far tonight.
It's okay. Like I keep saying, our Lions are going to come back. I am predicting that we will end up probably at 35-28 with Lions on top.
All right, there we go. Why are you giving them another touchdown, though? That's what I want to know now.
They're our Lions. We've got to win.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on here during the Christ Market Halftime Show, and best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Gracias.
All right. Thank you. So as we go out, we're going to continue on with our Christ Market Halftime Show as we're going to showcase the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
The Lionettes are led onto the field by Director of Mrs. Melissa Clark. The Lionettes are led onto the field by Captain Kaylin Ganning, Co-Captain Elena Gracie Flores, Junior Lieutenant Linda Capello, Junior Lieutenant Liana Van Buren, Head Social Officer Julissa Ramirez, Social Officer Riel Judik Willingham, Social Officer Mia Metzger. Social Officer B. Torres Puente. The line of the week is Mariana Diaz Perez. This week they'll be performing a streamer routine to Butter. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field, the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Mr. James Crowley, Mr. Joseph Gannon, and Mr. Jared Autry. The Color Guard Director is Mr. Sergio Rodriguez. The Freshman of the Week is Marshall Sneed. The Member of the Week is Tenzin Pitts. And the Section of the Week is the Battery. Congratulations to these talented Lions for being locked on excellence. The Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard was named 5A Class Champion at the Seguin Marching Festival last weekend, where they advanced to the finals contest, earning 4th place overall and the Caption Award for the Best Color Guard. Tonight, the band is proud to present their 2023 competition show, Upside Down, Part 1, 2, and 3. Soloists are Moses Rodriguez, alto saxophone, Ramiro Hernandez, flute, and Brody Hagan, clarinet. Musical arrangements by Jeff Chambers, drill design by Tyler Jones. Drum majors Diana Fernandez and Jackson Owen. Is the band ready? Please welcome the 2023-2024 Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. band would like to thank LISD Superintendent Mark Estrada, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Camarillo, LHS Principal Cynthia Vasquez, and the ROB Boosters for their endless support. The band boosters would like to thank the following sponsors: at the Diamond level, Summer Moon, and at the Gold level, Elizabeth Hall. And also to the VFW Post 8927 for the donation of all the water bottles this weekend. Mark your calendars. The Lockhart Junior High Band is having a mattress sale to help raise money for their band trips this year. Come to the Junior High cafeteria on November 4th.
All right, and welcome back towards the conclusion of the Kreitz Market halftime show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Do want to thank everybody for tuning in as both teams are out of the locker room. We got about a minute and a half left to go before we get to the second half kickoff. But right now, I do want to talk about a ticket giveaway that we got going on for the next home game here at Lions Field, as the Bastrop Bears will be coming into town. That's going to be taking place in 3 weeks. Bastrop Bears will be coming into Lions Field. If you want to have an opportunity to be one of 3 winners to get your name put on the wheel and be selected, every home game for the Lockhart Lions football season, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, 3 lucky Lion fans and their guests will be able to see the Lockhart Lions play for free here at Lions Field. And winner number 1 will get 2 free tickets. Winner number 2 will get 3 free tickets. And winner number 3 will get 4 free tickets. And the way to enter your name, to put your name on the wheel, all you got to do is in the comment section, type in the words, "Beat the Bears," and your name will be entered into that drawing. And will be taking place 2 weeks from this Sunday. So you'll have plenty of chances. You're allowed to enter 1 time per broadcast. So with every new broadcast that we got, you can enter your name into that drawing again. So all you got to do is comment in the comment section, "Beat the Bears," and your name will be entered into that drawing. As we get set, Lockhart Lions will be coming out of the tunnel. The Patriots have already come out of their tunnel. As the Lions head out, we got another one, a right in style to the final road game of the year for the Lockhart Lions. It's going to be at Piper Stadium to take on the Warriors on October 27th, courtesy of Texas Event Shuttle Bus. Curtis Hawkins and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, 5 lucky Lion fans and their 2 guests will win tickets and a ride in style on a Texas Event Shuttle Bus. We've already got 3 winners selected: Sylvia Martinez, Deborah Ortiz, and Francine Hunt, along with their 2 guests apiece, is already on the bus. October 8th, next Sunday, during the Lions Roar podcast, we will be selecting the last 2 winners, winner number 4 and winner number 5, and we'll close out this drawing. To get your name entered into that drawing, all you got to do is in the comment section, type in the words "last ride," and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing for that. And we are coming back as the Lockhart Lions come out of the hub, already out on the field. TD?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a second half. Lockhart's trailing by 1 touchdown, so they're going to have to do a few things to get back in this. Now, we'll see Lockhart on offense first, so I'll start with my number 3. That's going to be score on every possession. It's going to be really easy to win the ball game if you're able to do that, and I look for this offense to come out a little more aggressive here in the second half. I look for them to come back to look for Nate Garcia on that post over the middle. On the other side of the ball, they've got to put a spy on that quarterback. He's hurt us too much in the first half with his feet. The first man is not tackling him. And the other thing is going to be contain on the outside and tackle. Lockhart has got to do a better job of tackling. We have to swarm to the ball. If it takes 2 or 3 guys, then that's what we've got to get to the ball.
And here we go as we get set for the kickoff, and it's going to be a short one. It'll be caught by Curry at the 32, and he'll break a couple of tackles, and he'll get around the outside, picks up an extra couple of yards.
That was impressive considering they were right on top of him as he caught that ball.
Good to see Mr. Curry out there.
Yeah, unofficially for the Lockhart Lions, rushing, Ashton Dickens, 13 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. My Time Gonzalez, 11 carries for 69 yards.
That'd be the biggest first half of the year so far for Ashton Dickens when it comes to rushing the ball. We also saw a very near touchdown drop out there that we know Mr. Garcia wants to get back. We'll see how long it takes him to come back out to him.
So the Lockhart Lions trailing by 7 points. Needed to put some points on the board here in the first drive of the second half. It'll be a high snap to Dickens. He'll keep it himself coming around the near side. Nice little stiff arm across the 40-yard line. That's where he'll go out of bounds at. It'll be a pickup of 6.
And number 19 there, forcing him out of bounds there. He did a good job kind of absorbing that stiff arm, Alfred DeLeon, but still running with Dickens, not letting him stiff arm him to the ground there.
Yeah, quick district scores update for District 13 5A Division 2 at Bastrop Memorial Stadium. At halftime, it is Bastrop Bears 21, Kerrville Tybee Antlers 9. And at Liberty Hill, it is the Panthers 31, Cedar Creek Eagles 7. That's at halftime. Another big jet sweep. Dickens all by himself, gets around the edge, cuts it to the outside, got the blocker in front of him, crosses the 30, and out of bounds at the 25.
Good run by Mr. Dickens there.
34-yard run there for Dickens. Great job following his blockers.
First down.
And that's what the Lions need to do. They're on it quick. They're moving the ball here fast.
They're going to mark him out shy of the 25, out to the 27.
Definitely TD. They're not standing around this time. They're ready to go now.
So first and 10 for the Lions. Gonzalez offset to the left side, and he'll get the handoff, and he'll add to his 1,000-yard total as he comes around the near side, bounces it out, and he's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line.
And like I said, Coach, we've already seen Lockhart come out faster. That last play, only 12 seconds from the end of the play to the next snap. So Lockhart already has sped it up a good bit here.
Yeah, Raekwon Marshall with the tackle for the Patriots.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard gain.
2nd and short here.
And they'll go to the empty set. We'll see if he motions him back in, and he won't.
And it'll be a quick throw out to Gonzalez, and he'll pick up the first down as he puts his shoulder down.
That's something different there, TD. We hadn't seen that before.
Yeah, finding ways to get the ball into the hands of your playmaker and get him out on the perimeter. And Lockhart's inside the red zone.
An 8-yard pass to Gonzalez, 1st and 10.
They can get a first down. It'll take the 3-yard line to do it. And Dickens distributes the play to his offense. He'll have a running back in there. They got the 2 tight ends both in the game again.
Yeah, Dickens already with 2 touchdowns on the game. And he'll keep it himself, goes right up the middle.
I tell you what, he's running tough there.
Yeah.
And he gets it down to the 5-yard line.
He's running pretty angry this
yeah, coming out quick, coming out vicious.
I think his Uncle Chris got a hold of him.
Yeah. Probably.
2nd down and 8 coming, or 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Lions.
So Lockhart brings an extra lineman into the game, so you'll see 2 tackles and 2 tight ends in the game. This would be the big package for the Lions. We've seen a lot of quarterback power out of this formation.
Now they're taking the okay. We broke the huddle now.
And once again, want to welcome everybody to the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And the Lockhart Lions going to call a timeout. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
All right, we're back after the Lockhart Lion timeout. We're joined in the booth by a living legend. Watching silently.
Thank you, Sergeant. I thought you were talking about me.
Talk about the other living legend, Coach Thompson. He'll be a keeper by Dickens.
That snap has got to come down.
Not much there.
That snap's got to come down.
Yeah, especially when you're running zone read, you need that time to be able to read the tackle to see whether or not you're giving it or not. And we're having a lot of high snaps tonight where Dickens having to go up, and that half second is a big difference when you're trying to run zone read. It's one thing if it's a straight handoff, but you're trying to get a read, you got to take your eyes up, then back down to the tackle, and that's allowing them to get into the backfield.
Yeah, loss of 2.
Big 3rd down here.
Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Player almost jumps for Veterans Memorial. His outside linebacker gives him a smack.
Another high snap.
Yeah, another high snap. Dickens cutting it back across the field. Penalty flag coming from the backside.
That snap is going to hurt.
They're going to get Trent Holcomb there for a hold. as there was nowhere for Dickens to go as they had him bottled up from the very beginning. And once again, as Ross says, that snap is really slowing down the tempo of this Lockhart offense. And so they'll pull one of the tight ends out of the game. They'll bring Caden Mabus in at wide receiver. They'll also bring in Nate Garcia as well. Frohock comes off the field.
They'll bring in one freshman, take out another. That's going to be declined, so that's going to bring a 4th down.
Okay,
and they're going to switch it up. They'll probably go with the field goal unit, and here comes Omar Ocampo.
Number 10.
That was a good drive that came to a stall.
It was. Lockhart peters out, but they'll get a chance at 3 here.
So that's going to be from the 15-yard line. It'll be the 25-yard field goal attempt coming up for Omar Ocampo. Holcomb, the snapper. Gage, the holder. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is no good.
Ooh. And it looked like a good snap, good hold, and everything looked to be executed well. That one just sailed a little bit to the right.
So
looked good from sideways.
Yeah, so a good drive will stall out for the Lockhart Lions.
And so the defense will have their work cut out for them as they are down by 7. Can't let them put any more points on the board and widen this gap. Lockhart defense started strong in the first half. They had 2 straight 3-and-outs before allowing a touchdown. Then they had another 3-and-out. Then the following 2 drives, they allowed 2 more touchdowns. Defense definitely going to have to stiffen up here.
And we see Quavon Reese is out on the field now.
It looked like he had to sit out the first half, but he's in there now. See if he can have an impact.
So here we go. Dixon at shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, breaks through a tackle in the backfield, and he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's number 22 who finally brings him down. That's Ben Mendez coming up from his safety spot. Trey Brown also had a shot at him. Lions still kind of missing some tackles, but doing a better job gang tackling and rallying to the ball.
2nd and 10.
Empty backfield for Dixon. He'll get the snap, rolls around to his right, and got pressure immediately right in front of him. Great job by the Lockhart Lions. Number 9 coming up with the sack, Nathan Garcia.
No, that was Aiden Scott.
Aiden Scott.
Lockhart brings the blitz both up the middle and off the edge, and there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. And if you want to slow him down, that is going to be a great way to do it. And good job, as we said, by Aiden Scott slowing him down, and Gathens finishing him off. They'll split that sack.
Big 3rd down, big 3rd and long here. Got to make a stop.
Lockhart's secondary giving plenty of cushion.
Yeah, long 3rd down and coming up. Dixon throws it out. Got the receiver out there with the screen. Got room to run. And the Lockhart Lions doing a lot better tackling starting off here the second quarter.
4th down.
And the Lions start off the second half on defense the way they started the first half. 3-and-out for the Veterans Memorial.
And that was a big defensive series for the Lockhart Lions
yes,
as they give the ball back to the offense, who was unable to score to start the second half.
Saw some short tackling.
Yeah, great
sure
tackling
there.
And keeping the Patriots at bay.
So in the one punt we've seen by the Patriots tonight, Lockhart, or 2 punts we've seen, Lockhart has not taken anyone back deep to receive the kick, and they will not do so here either. And until you really see a punt of over 35 yards, there's not a whole lot of reason to do so.
And that one's going to be punted high. It'll take a bounce at the 39-yard line. And a Patriot roll, and they won't even get to midfield, where it'll be down at the 48-yard line.
33-yard punt.
Where the Lockhart Lions will have their second possession of the second half.
Yeah, I like it, Coach. Why bother returning it if, it's going to be a net of 33? You'll get the ball inside positive territory.
Sometimes it's better if you just stay away from punts like that.
And Lockhart has had problems in the past few weeks as well as past years with muffed kicks. So Coach elected not to have anyone back, and it pays off here as the Lions will start on the 48-yard line.
But like you said, why have somebody back there if it's not going to go over 35 yards?
Yep.
So great strategy working out so far for the Lions as they'll have the ball in Patriot territory, although at the 48, Dickens with Gonzalez in the backfield. Once again, a high snap, brings it down, looks over the middle. Got pressure coming from behind him, and that's going to be a sack.
And that's going to be number 3, Keyshawn Hannigan coming in, the senior linebacker. He was the one that was hot on Dickens' tail coming from the backside last time, so that'll back the Lions up. outside of positive territory and in their own territory. Ball will now be at their own 45-yard line after that loss of 7.
Second and long here.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 17 now. Another high snap. He'll bring it down. Gonzalez will get it. Goes right up the middle. Crosses midfield, and he'll get past the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
He gets the penalty yards back and then 2 more, but Lockhart into a 3rd down and long. Another great job by Dickens there to bring that snap down. Even though it's high, he still makes it look easy.
I wonder
to
if
field
Dickens
it.
is communicating with the center that it's too high.
We'll see if it improves his second half.
Yeah, empty backfield. Better snap this time. Snap. Dickens drops back, throws right over the middle. And that one's going to be knocked down as the intended receiver was Nate Gonzalez.
And Dickens put some heat on that ball.
Yeah. I've played pitch and catch them. That trust me, that was a hard ball throw.
Definitely.
That kid could put some
the catcher gave him the old number 1 on that one, so that'll bring out the punting unit for Lockhart. This a prime position for Ocampo as he's got a good chance to pin him inside the 10-yard line. They will drop number 23 back to
that on the roster.
I wonder if that's not Chris Bassett. Maybe change numbers. Or Bassett.
And that's going to be another high kick for Ocampo. It's going to take a bounce at the 15 and continue to take a line roll.
Let it roll.
Wow.
Let it roll.
That was a good punt.
And that's going to be down inside the 10 at the 6-yard line.
And so Ocampo does his job, pinning them deep. The Lockhart defense, who showed up great on that first defensive series here of the second half, will have to come out and do it again after the offense sputters. Penalties will they will definitely make your life harder.
Oh, they definitely will, as Patriots will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 6-yard line. And we'll need another defensive effort from the Lockhart Lions to give the ball back to their offense.
So Lockhart with a holding call on that last drive, as well as a big sack that caused them to lose yardage. We'll see if they can clean that up.
So here we go, Dixon in the backfield all by himself.
Gathens is coming.
Quarterback draw.
Looks for a quick throw.
Good. Tripped up.
Great job by Gathens, or was that Portillo?
Looked like Portillo.
Yeah,
on the
Portillo got it.
Yeah, Portillo with the tackle.
Going quick.
Lockhart does get set up and ready.
And the Patriots have 3 receivers here set up to the near side.
Again, quarterback.
Running, bringing around the near side. Trey Brown giving chase.
Good, Quavon.
Quavon Reese chasing him out of bounds.
I tell you what, their quarterback's still doing a good job of getting positive gains as he picks up another 5 on that one. That young man is hard to bring down.
3rd down and 3 coming up.
Big 3rd down here for the Lions. Staten coming into the game. He's been known to get some good push and get in the backfield on 3rd downs. He'll be on the near side defensive end.
And it'll be a sweep to Warren.
Didn't make it.
And he's going to get right to the marker.
Yeah,
and they're going to give him a first down, so that'll be a Patriot first down.
Well, we don't look at it if it's close tonight. If they're anywhere close, they move the chains over.
No index card needed for this first down.
And once again, they're looking to go quick. They've got us overloaded here on the short side. They've got 3 receivers and 2 defenders.
Quick screen here.
Oh,
nice
got a tackle.
Yeah, number 2 with the reception. Racing down the near sideline, and Gathens will run him out of bounds. That's going to be Jeremiah Darden. And once again, the tackling has not been there for the Lockhart Lions. They did well this last series, but this series having a little difficulty once again.
Got to hurry up and get lined up. We're going
Aiden
quick.
Scott misses, then Quavon misses.
And Warren will get the handoff going around the
again.
left side. And he'll get the edge. He'll pick up another Patriot first down going into line territory, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Number 2.
Tell you what, Ben Toney, number 9, wide receiver for them, did a great job blocking out there on the perimeter to seal the edge and allow his man to get open. Veterans Memorial moving the ball here against these Lions.
Could use a turnover here or a penalty against them to slow them down.
So Dixon in the backfield with Warren offset to the right side, and Warren will get the handoff, goes right up the middle. Big open room to run, and racing into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. a 96-yard drive for the Patriots, and they will go up 2 scores on the Lockhart Lions as we await the extra point try.
And now it'll be the Lions who are fighting from behind, trying to climb that hill. We talked about it earlier. You can be a great football team. When you're down by 2 scores, that is a tall hill to climb back up.
So Nunez will come in to kick the extra point. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with that, with 3:57 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter, it is San Antonio Vets 28, Lockhart Lions 14. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions. Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information.
All right, and we're back after the Veteran Memorial touchdown. The extra point is good. It is the Vets 28, the Lions 14. And we have back deep now Quavon Reese, who will be returning this kick. We've seen a lot of returns from Reese this season. We haven't seen one that's gone back to the house, as he had a couple of them last season. And they're going to kick it away from Reese, and still Reese is going to pick it up around the 13-yard line. Brings it uphill, crosses the 20. Tough run for Reese.
They're fighting for yards out there. Lockhart will take over right at the 25-yard line. I'll call it the 24.5.
Lockhart Lions needing to put some points on the board, needing to do it with this drive.
Lions offense sputtering to a stop after penalties and sacks pushed back their last drive. Lockhart's did have the ball deep into plus territory for backing up a bit.
Dickens will be in the backfield at shotgun with Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will get the handoff. A tough run for Gonzalez. Yards has been hard to come by for him tonight. He picks up 2 yards, and that'll brings up 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
The spot of the ball has not been super friendly for the Lions tonight. They're having to earn their inches.
Same formation.
Same play.
Handoff to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone. Touchdown, Gonzalez.
He was due.
We needed that. We needed that big time.
Hey, and I like it. They ran the same play, 2 plays in a row. The first time it gets them 3 or 4 yards. Coach saw something there because he runs it again, and that time he takes it to the house to close the gap back down to 7 points pending this extra point kick.
73-yard touchdown run for My Time Gonzalez. And we're an extra point away from making this a 7-point contest. As Ocampo will be out to kick the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
So they got cleaned up whatever woes they had on that last field goal, and Lockhart brings the gap back to within 7 points, 28-21. Here with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Both teams are in the third quarter.
And I think My Time heard me when I told him yards were hard to come by for Gonzalez here tonight.
Came by a chunk there.
Well, let me show you. 73 yards right up the gut into the end zone for My Time Gonzalez.
Does that put him over 100 yards tonight, too?
He was over 100 in the first half.
No, he was at 69 in the first half. Now
Ashton was over.
Yeah, Ashton was over 100. Now he's going to be over 100 yards on the night. course, Gonzalez has gone 3 games straight with 200 yards, 200-plus yards rushing.
He's just getting warmed up. He gets better and better as the night goes on. So we'll see Lockhart come out for a kick.
Adrian Castillo says we're getting the next 4 touchdowns.
And that would be greatly,
real great, yes.
greatly needed for the Lions. And that's what I said coming out. If you score every possession, they're going to have trouble winning this ball game.
Got to play some defense now, guys.
Yes.
Defense is 1-1 so far this half with 1 stop and then 1 score.
And do we see an onside kick here? I would say yes if the defense was playing as like the way they did to start the game, the first half.
So we've got Curry in down here at the bottom where you'd normally see Reese, and every now and then that pooch kick kind of targets that position.
As Ocampo was getting ready to kick it away, and it's going to be an onside kick. And it's going to take a bounce, and it'll be Lockhart Lion football.
Good. That was a good play.
Wow. Looking at the replay, that ball almost goes out of bounds.
Well, I think Lockhart decided to give Memorial payback from last year on that.
Well, I saw it. The coaches did a lot of time talking to the kickoff team before they sent them out on the field, and usually that means something. And it looks like that was number 33. That's going to be I always want to call him Steven.
Actually, number 18 came up with it. That's going to be Jaden Burnett, who hit the gong on the turnover gong.
Well, this is opportunity, so we can't waste it.
Cannot waste it. Exactly, Ross.
Got to score
exactly.
here. Got to score here.
So the Lions will hurry on out to the line of scrimmage. Dickens will be in the shotgun formation. Gonzalez offset to his left side, and Gonzalez will get the handoff.
Yeah, why not? Back to the same play that took him to the glory land on the previous drive.
He'll pick up 3 yards.
Pick up some yards there. 2nd and 7 coming up.
4.
Yeah, that's exactly what he picked up the first time he ran it in the last series. The next one went for 60 almost.
Same formation, high snap once again. Gonzalez with the handoff, gets to the line of scrimmage, comes around the near side, got the edge.
There.
And dives forward to the 30.
I like that dive there.
Run it till you stop it.
It's
yes, sir.
It's like Denzel said. It's like Novocaine. Just give it time, always works. And time is Mr. My Time Gonzalez tonight as he's starting to turn it on here in the second half, as he has often for the Lions this year.
Well, I would definitely keep a tight end in. This is a great time for a play action to a tight end, probably.
Yep.
You know,
and we've seen it to Holcomb before.
Yeah, they're sucking everybody up now. Look at that, everybody. That's 9 guys in the box.
Yeah, 9-10 men in the box. And Lockhart's still able to get the yards.
I think they're wearing these guys down.
Well, when you stack 9 men in the box and the quarterback is still able to run it for 11 yards, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to the 19-yard line. First down for the Lockhart Lions.
And Lockhart's in the red zone once again.
And I tell you what, the front line has done an outstanding job on this drive alone.
TD, I think that big number 5, was it 6? Those guys getting tired.
And Gonzalez with the handoff, goes up the middle.
There you go.
And he'll get it to the 15-yard line.
Got about 4 yards.
To the 16. It'll be 3 yards.
That's the way he does it. He goes for 3 or 4, then 14. 3 or 4, then 15.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I ought to say it again. My Time's finding it hard picking up yards here.
Yeah,
despite the 73-yard touchdown run on the last possession.
Dickens letting him know he's doing a good job. Blitz coming.
And Gonzalez will get it going around the right side. Nice blocking on the edge as he cuts it upfield.
First down.
I think there was a button wrong with Gonzalez. I think Dickens said, you're good. So, yeah.
Who's going to be third and very short, guys.
He'll get it to the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2.
I think those were
TD's
favorite play, quarterback power. So, yeah.
We'll see if they run it to the right side behind Holcomb. And
they
do.
They'll run it straight up the middle.
And
Dickens will get through there into the end zone.
There we go.
For his 3rd touchdown of the night.
And Dickens makes it look easy, as Mr. Ross Alexander called it, quarterback power right behind the big tight end and the big right side of that line. And the Lions, pinning this extra point, have tied it up here at Lions Field.
Look, Ashton is limping.
We got a ball game.
And that pain will go away the next time they go out onto the field.
He might just land on the wrong way when he came down.
I don't see him coming out.
52 seconds left to go. Extra point try, snap is back, hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Lockhart Lions have tied this game up at 28 apiece.
I mean, you got to think about this, guys. We literally we've left points on the field. The missed field goal, of course, interception before the first half. That's at least 6 points right there.
Well, and really here in the second half, you got to give these 2 touchdowns, part of them, to the defense, because the defense have come out and put the ball back in the hands of the offense once, and then the onside kick as well.
Special teams are great, yeah. But you got to give it to offense. Also they took advantage of the opportunities now.
Yeah, it's complete football that we're playing here in the second half.
I agree, and I think they came out a little upset. And if you can't catch it, might as well just run it down their throats. And
despite that 96-yard touchdown drive for the Patriots that scored, Lockhart Lion defense has been on fire, and to add to that, special teams and offense.
Well, and with the Patriots stacking 9 men in the box, trying to stop the run from Dickens and Gonzalez, it is going to open up that passing game at some point.
It will, and that's also going to deflate their confidence as well.
Sarge, I got a text saying get us out with the concussion. I see him on the sidelines in street clothes.
So do we see a second onside kick to this side?
I don't think so. I think if anything, I'd pop it into the end zone.
There is nobody back deep. You kick it to the end zone.
Yeah.
Kick it deep. There you go.
And there you go with a wind at his back. Ocampo's just going to boot it.
There you go.
And that's going to go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And great job right there as the deep man, number 23. I wish we had his name on the roster, but he had a big return earlier in the game, and he was lined up right around his own 20-yard line, and Ocampo just booted it right over his head into the end zone.
That's probably, TD said, what's his name, Bassett?
Bassett?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most logical thing for me is that he switched numbers.
Or he's from Judson High School. Who knows?
Just picked up
a ringer.
Yeah, we play select ball, and we pick up players all the time.
All right, so first down and 10 for the Patriots at the 25-yard line. Big series for the Lockhart Lions.
Got to wrap it up. Training's getting position. There you go.
Dixon gets the snap. He'll keep it himself.
He ducks under tackles. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah, he was ducking underneath the arm tackles.
I've noticed that a few times this game, and the guy he'll just disappear right under your arms.
And with senior Santi Guerra out, we'll see number 25, Joseph Zarita, come into the game. He's a super sophomore on this team. When he's gotten in there, he's gotten his name called a few times.
Yeah, Trey Brown in there on the tackle. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Warren in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Goes on the left edge and got the burst. Crosses midfield.
Got to tackle him.
And he's finally going to be brought down inside the 40, down to the 30, all the way to the 28-yard line.
When they're calling that play, they're seeing something on the defense that's opening them up.
And we got a couple of Lions in the backfield having to hurry up to get up. And they'll get back there in time. As they'll fake the handoff to Warren. And Dixon will go around the left side, still in bounds and into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
And 2 more missed tackles on that play for the Lions. So once again, the tackling woes rearing their heads for the Lions.
And we got a player down on the far sideline for the Lockhart Lions.
And we've had a couple defensive players shaking up on this drive for Lockhart.
That's one time I would have called timeout on defense because we definitely weren't ready when we weren't lined up correctly.
Well, and hurting.
Yes.
Maybe not an injured player, but definitely getting up slow, and they're trying to go quick.
So Nunez will be coming in to kick the extra point. Snap is back to hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Patriots are back on top by 7, 35-28 with 3.5 seconds left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter. And we'll keep it right here. And just like that, the Veteran Memorial Patriots come right back. Of course, miscues with tackling again for the Lockhart Lions defense.
And we see there's some guys out, and we've got some new guys in. And you see Coach Mavis, he went right over those new guys after that series and gave them an earful.
You know, along with missed tackling, you got to give it up to Dixon and Warren. Tough runners.
Some slippery runners.
Tough runners, as Ross mentioned. Dixon, the quarterback, not just breaking through arm tackles, but ducking underneath them.
What they're doing, they're running like 2 plays. They're running it's either a sweep or 3 plays: a sweep, a handoff up the middle, or the quarterback's taking outside. And pretty much what the Patriots are doing, say, you know what, we're just going to see if
Same
they can
thing we're doing, right?
But what they're doing with those guys, we're just going to unathletic them. If they can't tackle us, we're going to juke them, we're going to run under them, and we're going to run through them.
Yep.
And so our guys have just got to get just as mean if they can't be able to keep up with their speed.
Now, are the Patriots going to
But you're right, TD. The same thing. They're doing the same thing we are.
Yeah, well, the Patriots are going to do the same thing to Lockhart, and as Lockhart did to them. Onside kick, or they're going to kick it deep to Quavon.
Looks like they'll go deep.
Yeah, they'll go deep to Quavon, and he'll step up to it. He'll field it at the 17-yard line, finding his way around the far edge, and he'll be chased out of bounds.
He's bobbing and weaving like Muhammad Ali out there, giving him the rope-a-dope. Good return. They're going to give him credit to the 30-yard line before he went out of bounds. So that's where this high power running straight up the middle Lockhart offense will take over as we transition into the War Room Strength Club fourth quarter.
Yeah, here we go. So we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with the workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
I really hope they get that high snap under control this next coming week.
Yeah, inside handoff to Ashton Dickens, or quarterback keeper, and he'll take it up to the 34-yard line.
And once again, dealing with that high snap. And he deals with it really well. And does it again.
Yeah, handoff. Well,
there he goes.
Gets around the edge to the 50. It's going to be a foot race down the near sideline to the 20, the 10, and finally going to be dragged out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Should have been the horse collar, I think.
Well, not a horse collar, but definitely out of bounds. They should let that go. I mean.
Well, they took his helmet off.
They
now he's got to come
out
for
a play.
I'd argue it happened out of bounds. It wasn't on the field of play.
That's what I was going to say, TD.
So maybe we'll see Deutsch get a snap here.
You hear the crowd's pretty upset about that no call as well.
We will. We'll get Gage Deutsch in the backfield. First time we've seen him since the first game of the year for the Lions. And Deutsch, a very able-bodied young man, pitcher on the varsity baseball team. He's got a rocket for an arm.
Been on
I have a feeling he'll be handing it off
since
here.
last year in football.
And he'll give the ball to Gonzalez, and he'll sidestep a
Gonzalez
defender and into
touchdown.
the end zone for a touchdown for my time Gonzalez from 10 yards away.
And Gage Deutsch is happy about that one. He said, "You see that one? I gave it to him." Great job there. I mean, really, you're at wide receiver. Quarterback goes out for one play. You got to come in and execute, and he does just that. And my time does the rest, getting the Lions back in the end zone and hopefully tying this thing up one more time.
Yeah, second touchdown of the night for my time.
I'll tell you what, depending on how this turns out, I mean, I'm seeing this might even be game of the week for KView. I mean,
and snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good.
The money is definitely on the over, that's for sure.
Well, I think both teams are going to get both their averages, TD.
We may see our first overtime game.
Well,
of the year.
let's hope both of them don't get their averages. But yeah, Lockhart is averaging 36.8 points a game. Veterans Memorial averaging 38.8. Both teams knocking on the door of that. One more score will put them both over.
I believe this is the 12th game in a row that Lockhart Lions have gone over 30 points.
Well, and that's the thing about it. You shouldn't be scoring 30 points consistently and having a losing record.
Right.
Well, one of the big things that I see already is Lockhart has scored more points than Veterans Memorial usually allows in a ball game. So that's a good sign for the Lions that they may be able to continue to stretch that out.
Now, big question is going to be which defense is going to come up with the stop first
and
here in the fourth and final quarter.
You don't want to turn into one of those games where you're just going who has the ball last. You've got to start getting some stops and make this win convincing.
I would put it, if I was on defense, if I was play caller, I would put somebody on number 4 and I put somebody on number 10. And wherever they go, we'll go.
Yeah.
Well, first things first, you got to line up correctly and be ready to go.
I agree.
And I tell you what, here in the fourth quarter, the War Room Straight Club fourth and final quarter, that's what it's going to be. It's going to come down to a war and who's going to have the most strength to defensively to stop these high-powered offenses that we got going on tonight for Lockhart and San Antonio. And that's going to be a high kick. It'll be fielded fielded right around the 21-yard line.
Stepped out of bounds.
And that's exactly how that play is designed to work. Either that or you get the ball. So great kickoff there by Ocampo. Hey, guys, Ashton Dickens has showed up. We've been calling for it. We know he's got the juice in his feet. And tonight he's going to definitely have his highest rushing total of the year so far, getting the job done with his feet.
He's going to be close to 200 yards, and I'm pretty sure by the time tonight is over with, we might have 2 running backs, 2 rushers with 200-plus yards.
I agree.
Well, and it's the defense that's on the field now, and it's their turn to stiffen up and see what they can do. On the front line, looks like you'll have Mendoza, Blue, and Staten in there. Your backers will be Portillo and Aiden Scott on the outside.
Yeah, we might have 4 total rushers with 200-plus yards tonight.
Lockhart brings the
Quarterback draw.
Dixon with the run.
Wow.
Gets around Portillo on a nice spin, and Dixon sprint down the near sideline. Getting chased from behind by Gathy. He's unable to get to him, and Dixon answers right back for the Patriots on an 81-yard touchdown run, or 79-yard touchdown run.
He said, Mr. Dickens, you got yours, now watch me get mine. He goes out and does the same thing. Lockhart brought a blitz that time from the weak side. Number 25, Joseph Zarita, came up the middle, and that's right where they ran, just to the outside of him. Nobody on the second level there to take a shot, and he gets past the third level and all the way into the end zone.
And here comes Nunez once again. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Patriots answer right back. And I tell you what, Portillo had a shot at Dixon, and Dixon put a nice little spin.
That was a great spin move there.
And what was even more fantastic, the athletic ability of this young man. It's like he didn't even break stride in there. Once he finished that spin, he was in full speed.
Gathens almost caught him around the 5-yard line. I was pretty impressed to see Gathens pass Reese running down the field. Your linebacker's not supposed to outrun your corner, and we know Reese has got speed.
So with 10:54 left to go here in the War Room Straight Club fourth and final quarter, once again, which defense is going to come up and make that big stop?
Maybe they didn't hear me. We don't want this to be a battle of who has the ball last.
Got to score here, guys. Stay in the ball game.
As Reese will be going back, he'll be the lone return man.
I like what I just saw from a leadership aspect. Gonzalez, telling Gathens, keep it up, man, kind of giving him a pat on the back there. And we'll see if Reese gets another chance. He was able to catch the last one running. Hadn't gotten a lane yet.
As Nunez will be ready to kick the ball away. And he'll kick it out towards the far side, away from Reese, but he'll scoop it up at his own 14-yard line.
He's
going backwards. You cannot go backwards, and he's going to be knocked down
and
inside the 5.
3.5-yard line is a bad decision there by Reese, and that can happen too. You're used to being the fastest player or one of the fastest players on your team, and then every now and then you run up against another team like Veterans Memorial. Hey, they're fast too.
Those San Antonio schools were fast, especially if these guys would technically be at Judson High School if there was not a Memorial High School.
Come out of the Judson district.
Well, and you could see by Reese's body language, she was surprised that they were fast enough to cut him off. He thought for sure he was going to be able to reverse his field.
Yeah.
So the Lockhart Lions will be starting with the north end zone in their backyard.
96 yards from pay dirt for Dickens and the offensive crew.
High snap to Dickens, and he'll stutter step his way through the line of scrimmage, and he'll cross the 5 down to the 6.
And now Veterans Memorial, zero respect for the passing game of the Lions, as they had 9 men in the box that time, and they're going to keep it that way until we either score running or make them pay another way. They've got no choice at this point with how Dickens and Gonzalez are running. That one went for 2 yards.
Gonzalez with the handoff, gets through the line of scrimmage, and gets a nice gain up the middle, all the way to the 15.
And that's
That'll
what
be
we
a first
needed,
down.
a little bit of breathing room.
Yes.
Yep. Now
First
your
down.
playbook starts to open up.
First down.
9-yard run for Gonzalez with the big first down. And the shadow of the end zone out of the backyard. You got 2 receivers up top. Gonzalez offset to the left side. High snap once again, and Dickens will take this one. He'll go over the left side, breaks through a leg
it runs
tackle.
over somebody.
He ran over on number 13 on his way to a 9-yard gain.
And they're going to mark it a 10-yard gain.
Oh, first down.
So first down for Ashton Dickens and the Lockhart Lions.
And that was right about where that point of impact was. Dickens lowers his shoulder, and they give him forward progress.
Yeah.
Well, Lockhart staying in this big package with both
Slowing
tight
the
ends
clock
in the
down
game.
as well.
And Lockhart
Slowing
Lions
the play down.
needing a touchdown on this drive. And Dickens with the snap back to him. Gonzalez with the handoff.
Looked like Gonzalez ran under the pile on that one.
Yeah, I think he said, I'm going to die for 2 yards.
Yeah, almost squirted out the other side like toothpaste.
2nd and 5.
We're going to give him 4 yards on that. It'll break it 2nd and 6. As we have Frohock and Deutsch here on the near side now. Lions have the ball on the far hash mark.
And everybody in the box for Veterans Memorial. Even the corner starting to cheat early.
There, they finally did.
They'll pitch it out to My Time Gonzalez, and he'll put it forward.
Good.
And that's that War Room Strength Club right there.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw this before that play. Before the ball's even snapped, the corner is leaving his spot, leaving his man, heading in to protect against the run. And it was him who had the shot. And he was unable to bring Gonzalez down as Gonzalez able to move the chains once again. So they brought essentially 10 men. Everyone except for that man up top they brought.
A high snap, inside handoff to Gonzalez.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good football.
Takes a big hit there.
Oh, Brady.
Well, it's hard to see what's going on behind you when you've blocked your man 20 yards down the field.
I also didn't hear a whistle either.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle.
He said,
They're like,
sir,
what
my
are you
job
gonna-
is to block
Yeah.
until the whistle.
Yeah.
Coach Mavis is telling him, what are you going to do? You're going to flag him for blocking? Personal
No,
foul.
there was no whistle.
And he can't see where the play is because he's pushed his man so far downfield at that point.
There's that last shove that got him.
Yeah, but once again, there was no whistle.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So,
And so that'll back the Lockhart Lions up a full 15 yards as they call a personal foul, unnecessary roughness against Big Brady Stevenson. That's going to set the Lions back to first down and 25 and move the ball all the way back to the 28-yard line.
Down to the 23.
Or 23, yeah.
So it'll be first down and 22 for the Lions. Well, unfortunately, it'll make a good highlight reel for Brady Stevenson, but
As long as you can edit out the little cloths on the field.
yes. So quick throw down here on the near side.
That was
Yes.
there we go. Pass interference there.
Yes, he forced Frohock
Okay.
out of bounds as the ball was in the air. Tons of contact. If he hadn't, Frohock was going to catch this one.
Yeah.
So regardless whether it's holding or pass interference, it's going to be an automatic first down.
And we hope they don't call illegal touching here. They're talking about it. But Frohock did not go out of bounds under his own
Based on
accord.
Coach Gilbert, it's on them.
Yeah.
It's on them.
So it's going to be holding. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, but more importantly, it'll be an automatic first down.
And Lockhart needed that big. Oh, they're going to give him more than 5 yards.
And we'll take it.
First down.
I think it's almost like they spot fouled it. Call it 10. Yeah, it was 10 yards.
So first down and 10 for the Lions.
Yeah, 10-yard holding penalty.
So Dickens will get the snap, draw up the middle, goes around the left side, shakes through an arm tackle. And Dickens with another tough run, picks up 9 on the play.
2nd and 1.
They are getting big chunks, but their Veterans Memorial's not giving it up easy. They're not easy runs for Ashton or Gonzalez. They're having to make several men miss, be patient, follow their blockers. Not kind of the normal streaking wide open runs that we see from a much more workman-like tonight.
And we got Frohawk set up here on the near side. High snap, handoff to Gonzalez, and he'll pick up the first down as he crosses the 45.
Okay.
And that may have been a touchdown-saving tackle as he saw a gap there and went for it. Number 3, Kajan Hannigan, linebacker, once again came up with a big stop.
So big 3-yard gain for first down and 10 for the Lions.
And Lockhart fans really getting behind the team here.
Another high snap. Gets it down, hands it off to my time.
Well, at this point,
get to the 49.
I think that's how Ashton wants it, probably. Because if it's not, he should have changed it by now. So we'll roll with it.
He gets a perfect snap and won't know what to do.
And the crowd got really loud before that down as they had the whole stadium shaking.
2nd down and 6 coming up for the Lockhart Lions. We got 6:49 left to go here in the War Room Straight Club, 4th and final quarter.
And it's up to the big men up front to continue to get that push.
And this time Dickens will keep it.
Oh,
try to go up the middle, slips a little bit, gets to the edge, stiff arm a defender.
Are we watching Derrick Henry?
Yeah, number 12 unable to overcome the stiff arm that time as that was Raekwon Marshall on the receiving end of the big stiff arm. Last time Dickens stiff armed him, he was able to kind of keep running with him. Dickens made sure to put him to the ground this time.
3rd short.
Well, Ashton, along with his squad, he also benches 300 pounds. So.
There you go. With one arm or both?
I think it depends. I think it depends if he eats his daily 20-piece nugget or not.
All right.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1 coming up, and Dickens will keep it himself. He'll pick up the first down and more. And he dragged a couple of Patriots down to the 35-yard line.
I don't even think Dickens knew he was dragging a Patriot there. He was running like he wasn't even there.
And he tripped. You see that? Yeah,
that ball did get out away from the body. Started looking like a loaf of bread there for a second. Glad he tucked it in and held on to it. Yeah, Dickens done a great job taking care of the football this year.
And Dickens will hand it off to Gonzalez. He'll go around the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and he'll pick up a good chunk of yardage, 9 yards on the run. He'll get it out to the 26-yard line.
Sarge, I think we're going to have to load up the flash soundbite for Mr. Dickens when he gets the ball. Flash! Because he sure does. He gets those yards in a flash.
And this is going to be the 12th play of the drive for the Lockhart Lions. And Dickens will run it right up the middle, up the gut, breaking through some arm tackles, and he'll be brought down at the 10. Or it'll be first down and go to go from the 10. 16-yard run from Ashton Dickens.
And while their quarterback is slippery and shifty, our quarterback just runs you over and then drags you and then steps over the next guy.
Then helps you up.
And we have an official timeout. So while we have an official timeout, we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 Photo Booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Richie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
And we're back from the injury timeout. The young man was able to walk off the field. And the Lockhart Lions are driving down the field. It is first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. And Dickens and My Time Gonzalez has been the workforce. And Gonzalez will get the handoff, goes up the middle. And he'll be brought down short of the 5-yard line to the 6.
There are times he seems to just teleport from left to right. Look like he's falling one way, then he changes that momentum.
That'll bring up second down and 5.
And that big Lockhart line has done a great job on this drive, getting push up front, opening up holes.
And this is going to be the 14th play of the drive, and Dickens will keep it himself. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown run.
And just like I mentioned, that right side of the line just manhandling the defensive line for Veterans Memorial and giving Ashton the room he needs to shoot in for another Lockhart Lions touchdown.
Now our defense just needs to hold them.
And so last week, the Patriots, they're definitely familiar with this territory. Last week they won 50-42 over Canyon Lake in a barn burner. It looks like we're getting pretty close to that same type of score in this game tonight, as both teams have scored 42, pinning this extra point.
Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And once again, we got another tie ball game, gentlemen, and we'll go and keep it right here. And with 4:53 left to go here in the War Room Straight Club fourth and final quarter, Lockhart Lions defense are going to have to come up with a tremendous stop to keep the Patriots out of the end zone. And I tell you what, Dixon and Warren does not make it easy for them. But the biggest biggest reason for that, tackling. Tackling has came back and has bitten us in the rear so far here in the second half.
So I'm getting fed some information that Lockhart's approaching an offensive record for a number of snaps in a football game here. I've asked for some little more elaboration on the information. We'll bring it to you as it develops. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They've had a lot of snaps, a lot of going faster in this second half than we've seen them go so far this year.
Sarge, I'd like to give a shout out to people who are tuning in and watching. A couple folks here: Anthony Tobias, Terry Simpson, Dorothy Jennings, Renee Riles, Mark Mosqueda, Deborah Ortiz, Adrian Castillo, and Darrow Thomas. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
And after the kickoff, we'll have a District 13 5A Division II roundup, of course, with some area games on the list as well.
And Lockhart's already had one big play on special teams. Can they get another?
And Ocampo comes in. It'll be
going for another pooch.
Ooh, that's going to go out of bounds. And I tell you what, Gage Deutsch was the closest man down there. So that's going to be an illegal procedure. And so the Lockhart Line defense is going to have to come up with a stop now.
Well, not a huge deal either on the field position because, let's be real. Last 3 times they've had the ball, they've scored rather quick. It didn't matter where we gave them the ball. So what's really going to determine it is, can this defense hold Veterans Memorial and turn them back and then give the ball over to the hands of their offense? We've got 4 minutes, 53 seconds left to go.
And of course, the Lockhart Lions sidelines looking for the crowd to roar. And here we go, first down and 10 for the Patriots at their own 47-yard line.
I think it'll be a handoff up the middle.
And that'll be Warren handoff right up the middle, breaks through an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage. And great job making the tackle for the Lions. That's going to be Staten with the stop. And once again, the Patriots with the hurry-up offense, keeping the Lions on their heels.
This time, I bet you the quarterback keeps it.
And second and 6 or second and 5 coming up. And quick throw out here to the near side, and that's going to be incomplete. And good thing that was an incomplete because number 14, who was on the reception, Anthony Areola.
There was nobody behind him. Trey Brown had came hard and may have made a tackle on him, but if he didn't get him, he was going to go.
Yeah, well, Trey sold out that one. So
he did.
Yeah, so that's.
He said big hit or bust.
Yeah, exactly.
Third down and 5 coming up.
Big third down here.
Yeah, big third down.
Quarterback's probably going to try and keep it.
And it'll be a handoff up the middle, and the Lockhart Lions will come up with a stop.
Good stop. They're going to go for it, I bet.
Zakiah Gathings and Staten on the stop.
Better get lined up because we're going quick.
Yeah, fourth down and 5 coming up.
They're punting it.
They're going to punt.
Yeah, it looks like the Patriots are going to punt this one away.
And I think that's probably the right move. Try to put Lockhart as deep as you can. Lockhart won't do anything different here. Lockhart's going to run their base defense. They're gonna stay home and make sure nothing crazy happens on
Watch
them.
out for a fake, guys.
Well, the last drive, the Lockhart Lions had a 94-yard, 14-play drive, capped off with a 6-yard touchdown run by Dickens. And once again, nobody back deep for the Lions.
So we're going to play clean
Everybody's
in the last
standing
3
on the
minutes.
Lockhart line side of the ball.
One thing Lockhart needs to do is look at the football.
And they'll let that
and
time.
that's going to be a timeout called by the Patriots.
Well, yeah, you're right, TD. The Lockhart needs to get down in position because if I'm them and I'm seeing them standing up, I'm calling a fake, handing it off to the guy behind me, or and then.
Well, and Lockhart's not showing block either.
No.
It's not like they're pulling up 6-7 guys
They,
up front.
they knew, they were expecting that they're going to try to draw them off sides, and they knew they were going to get a timeout.
And one thing you got to be careful, if you're going to try and go for the block, make sure you go for the football and not the punter. You do not want to give them roughing the pan or even roughing it, running into the kicker, because even that's a 5-yard penalty on 4th down and 5. That'll be an automatic first down for the Patriots.
The dream is that when you get there, the kicker's still got the ball, and you get to tackle the kicker. And it happens from time to time. It's rare.
Well, I play semi-pro football. I'll tell you, I was able to do that one time. I was able to tackle the punter.
Poor kicker. I know because I've been tackled by you before. And I was a fullback, so I can't imagine the poor kicker.
Here we go. Back to
and we can hear the press boxes up here rumbling.
Let's go.
And Lockhart has everybody within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, making me nervous.
And they'll punt it away, and
That's
he's
the
going to
best
get a
punt
nice
they've had
punt,
tonight.
yes. And it's going to take a Patriot roll into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
And Lockhart dodges a bullet there as that one goes into the end zone. Lockhart will get the ball out at the 25-yard line.
And we'll keep it right here. And, of course, let's go through some district rundown scores of District 13 5A Division 2. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Liberty Hill Panthers 59, Cedar Creek Eagles 14.
Wow.
And at Bastrop Memorial Stadium, 10-17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bastrop Bears 35, Kerrville Tybee Antlers 16.
The Bears.
Yeah, and of course at Luling it is a final. Llano Yellow Jackets 53, Luling Eagles 14.
Ooh.
And Coach Thompson still in the broadcast booth. So here we go. Austin Bowie Bulldogs 21. Austin Maroons 17 with 2:40 left to go in the third quarter.
That's a game.
So here we go, shotgun formation from the 20-yard line. Hand off to Gonzalez, bounces off as the offensive lineman.
There you go.
There you go.
Broke two tackles and had to take 2 guys out.
Yeah, and one of them was an offensive lineman that he had to run around.
Yeah.
So I'll say one thing. You don't want to score too fast here.
Yes.
You don't want to go down and score with over 2 minutes left on the clock. Take your time, work your way down the field, let the time run between some of these snaps, and try to give yourself enough time without scoring too quick.
Oh, got a flag. It's against us.
It's going to be a false start called on the Lions.
So that's going to back them up 5, back to the 23.
And that'll put the Lions in 2nd and 7. So it hurts, but it doesn't cut you too deep.
It's a legal snap?
Illegal snap.
So he kind of moved it a little bit?
Yeah, that's resetting that ball or
Move the football.
Flinching with it.
Gave him a little okie dokie.
And so 2nd and 7.
I know the clock says 25 minutes, but we are a little less than that.
Dickens, they looked back at the clock and said, well, we got a ways to go, boys.
Where do we go back to the third quarter?
Well, if they put 25 minutes on this game, we may have a record for scoring.
What was it? Liberty Hill and Rouse or Huttos, 82-80.
Mm-hmm. 25 minutes would do it probably.
Yeah. Talking about 200-yard rushers, Liberty Hill had 2 rushers over 300 yards in that contest, 5 touchdowns apiece.
So they're going to reset the clock to 2 minutes 55 seconds left to go here in the War Room Straight Club fourth quarter.
There we go. Instead of 25:50, it was 2:55. And the clock will move on. 2nd down and 7. High snap. Dickens will get the ball.
There he goes.
Left side. Got room to run. Crossing the 40. Out to the 45. And out of bounds. Just shy of the 50-yard line.
Slow down.
That's what I'm kind of getting at, TD. Like, I wonder if they're kind of going to let them make those big runs so you have an opportunity to be able to break another one before.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and you become more and more comfortable burning the clock the closer you get to the end zone.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste a ton of time down here on this end of the field and never make it. So you'd rather get down to the 20 and then run 6 plays to get in from there.
Oh, yeah.
Hand off to Gonzalez, and he'll make his way up the middle.
Well, for the first time in the second half, they stop him for less than 3 yards. Looked like they were ready there as they had right guys in the right spots. So that ball stays in bounds. The clock will run.
And great job by Gonzalez to put 2 hands on the football to keep it from getting stripped out of there. So 2nd and 9, Dickens with the snap.
That's
nice job.
So Lockhart running the same variation of 2 or 3 plays for the last several series. It's worked over and over again, but, Coach, you got to wonder at what point do you got to kind of start mixing it up, because really this is high school football. Regardless if you're winning, they can continue to make adjustments and eventually start to slow you down.
Aaron Hoyle came up with a great tackle.
So 3rd and 10, big 3rd down here for the Lions.
And this is probably going to be more like 4-down territory. Lions will pitch it to Gonzalez, and he'll pick up 2 yards.
I thought that was pretty
out
close
to the 48.
Yeah, the timing was off there definitely on that play.
I don't know. I think I probably would punt this. I'd probably bring Ocampo in and try to pin them deep. But
It'll bring up 4th down and 9, a 1-yard gain, and the Lions are going to be going for it.
See if they look to draw them off sides.
They'll draw them off sides, and they're going to go deep.
No flag, though. No flag down.
Frohawk. Oh, incomplete.
No flag?
A flag on the far sideline. So,
yes.
So 5 yards.
And it'll
still
still
make
be
it
4th down. Yeah,
4th and 4.
And that's much more doable.
More makeable.
Well, maybe we'll get Dickens to change the cadence one more time. Ain't no shame of picking up 9 yards or 10 yards of offside penalties.
And Lockhart gets one more chance. And that'll put the ball on the positive side of the field. Ball will be at the 47.5-yard line.
Big 4th down here.
Almost drawing them off sides once again. And my time will switch over to the right side. 4th
down and 4
coming up.
A lot of room on the far side of the field for Lockhart.
And a timeout will be called by the Lockhart Lions. Oh, and that was going to be a power draw or power sneak by Dickens.
Yeah.
With 1:14 left to go, the clock will stop there. And let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Oh, man, this is
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back from the Lockhart Lion timeout. It is 4th down and 4 with 1:14 left to go. Here in the War Room Straight Club 4th and final quarter. It is all tied up, 42-42. Trent Holcomb in motion. Dickens with a high snap. He'll go around the right side, and he's going to cut it upfield. He'll pick up the 1st down.
No, he's not.
I'm going to say he's
short. Because
well, on the near side.
it's 1st down.
On the near side, looks like they're marking him to a 1st down.
That'll mark him at the 42.
Wow, the spot, that'll be a 1st down. Dickens definitely.
They're going to give him a 1st down.
And Dickens definitely showing the signs of how much running he's done tonight, as he's been hit a lot of times.
Okay, let's go now. Don't wait. It's a 1st down.
Look at that. Cornerback almost didn't even. Wow.
Yeah,
almost a big mistake there.
That center.
Yeah, there's going to be a handoff in the backfield. And once again, number 21 coming in from the backside, Aaron Hoyle. That'll be a 1-yard loss.
I just really hope they work on this snap this next week.
Yeah, that high snap is just slowing everything
starting
down.
Ross, I hate to say it, it's been pretty much like that the whole time.
Timeout, maybe take one shot for the end zone.
No, there's
No, they're just going to let the clock run out. And for the second time in Lockhart Lion football history, the Lions are going to be going to overtime.
The first time was my senior year.
Yeah, against
Lake
Travis.
Lake Travis.
Lockhart came back with scored 2 touchdowns.
We were down 28-7, came up to 28-14 at the halftime, and then we tied the game 28-28.
I remember that game.
And they won it in overtime.
In the second quarter,
that was
Josh
first.
Carmack scored a touchdown and danced in the end zone and got a penalty.
It was wild that it was 4th and 1 on the 3-yard line, and they had run a draw play earlier in the game, and I knew they were, and I was able to bear crawl right under the center of the guard and hit the tailback, and Josh Williams came and finished him off with a big hit on top, so we were able to knock it back in the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I was on that side back then.
Yeah, the home side was on the other side.
Yep.
That was when I was on JV a couple years behind Ross.
Yeah.
You got a couple of shout-outs from Renee Riles, James Mendez, Terry Simpson. Says, appreciate the broadcast. You gentlemen do a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you for assuming we're gentlemen. We greatly appreciate that.
And then Brianna Rodriguez, appreciate y'all for broadcasting. And I'm telling you, what a game. What a game.
Maybe y'all bring me on more often to get more overtime games.
So
Lockhart will have the ball.
Sarge,
overtime rules.
I was just going to say, go over the rules again.
Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Each team will have an opportunity to score a touchdown or kick a field goal. Should the first team kick a touchdown or make a field goal, or make a touchdown or kick a field goal, the opposing team will have an opportunity from the 25-yard line to either tie it or come up with a victory. And I believe after the second overtime, each team, if they score a touchdown, have to go for 2
points. Yes, sir.
Taking years off my life for minutes of football here.
This is when a fresh team has a good advantage, Sarge, because right now you're tired.
Well,
you're fighting with everything you have.
I should have known I would be in for a long one, Sarge, as I've got to drive to San Angelo after this game tonight. What's 30 more minutes on top of 4 hours? No big deal.
So overtime, Lockhart Lions will have the ball first. At the 25-yard line, they'll be going north. And it'll be inside handoff to Gonzalez. And
that snap, guys.
Yeah, great job by the defense.
Well, and at this
coming
point,
in from the outside.
They're bringing everybody from the outside. They're pinching on every play. Tell you what, it'd be a good time to go back to that play where they did a little quick pass and got Gonzalez out on the edge because they're coming hard. They've literally got zero respect. They're not worried that Lockhart's going to pass it one bit.
Well, on
that's
that
exactly
slot,
how they're playing.
On that slot, too, where Gage was lined up, they were 10 yards off him. Let's just go 5-6 yards and turn around.
Yeah.
Here we go. Second down, 2nd and 11.
Ashton able to get that ankle wrapped up there.
Oh, we moved.
Was it us?
That's going to be false start on the offense. So that's going to make it 2nd down and 16 now.
And so Lockhart has become slightly one-dimensional here in the second half, though it has worked well for them as the combination of Dickens and Gonzalez have just eaten up the ground with the rushing attack, but we have not seen an attempted pass. We've seen one attempted pass from the Lions, I think, in the second half, maybe 2.
So 2nd down and 16. High snap once again. Inside handoff to Gonzalez.
They're just bringing those extra guys.
Yeah, Veterans Memorial's pinning their ears back, and they're coming straight at them.
They're going to mark Gonzalez down at the 30.
Here comes more receivers.
And so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. And Gonzalez will have to come out of the game as he lost his helmet. We'll see Bart Key come into the game for the first time. Well, he'll be fresh. He definitely played on the defensive side of the football, but as far as offensive players, he's got to be the freshest one out there.
They brought in Mavis and Garcia, too. They're pretty fresh.
Yeah, Garcia was open on those posts earlier.
And Mavis will be in motion.
They're still really close to the line.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good snap.
Dropping back. Got pressure coming around from the outside. And Dickens going to be brought down at the 40.
And that'll push them pretty much out of field goal range unless they want to try like a, 54-yarder with Ocampo. But
that's going to bring up 4th down and 23. So the Lockhart Lions going to need to get the first down at the 15-yard line.
I think Lockhart may have waited a little too long to try to mix it up there, as it looked like Veterans Memorial pretty much had it down. And so we'll see what Lockhart comes up with here. Veterans Memorial finally backs off. They won't have 8 men in the box this time.
Big 4th down here.
High snap. Dickens draws back, throws deep over the middle, and that one's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I don't know who he was throwing to.
There was nobody down there.
And Deutsch kind of asking the same question.
One-man route.
Yeah, Lockhart ran one man deep there, and he was nowhere near the ball.
Did Gage trip or?
No, I think he was saying he was held.
Oh.
And it looked like he was somewhat open, just a little shallower than where the ball was thrown.
All right, so all the Patriots will have to do is kick a field goal.
Or score a touchdown.
Score a touchdown.
And it'd be a 42-yard field goal if they just decide to snap it and kick it right here. I think that's pretty long for most high school kickers. I did not see their kicker warming up to see what he's capable of, but they'll come out with the offense first and see if they can't give him a little more room.
Yeah, Warren will be in the backfield with Dixon, 3 receivers to the near side.
Lockhart defense been on the sideline for a long time.
And the Lions will call a timeout.
Yeah, Lockhart defense has been on the sideline for probably better part of 15 minutes here, so they will have definitely had their chance to breathe and recover.
Make sure we lined up correctly.
And don't worry, folks. We're going to keep it right here. We're not going anywhere as we're into overtime here.
And also, remember, at the conclusion of the game, we'll have your Kreitz Market postgame show, and we'll have your One Goes Fitness defensive player of the game and your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game. But right now, we still got some action left to go on the field as the Lockhart Lions were unable to put points on their first possession of overtime, as the Patriots will have their first possession at the 25-yard line.
And, Sarge, coming up this next week is the open of bow season here in Central Texas. There'll be a lot of hunters heading out to their stands here next week. A little too hot for me still.
Here we go, first down and 10.
All right, 3 receivers to the near side. Warren in the backfield with Dixon. Warren in motion.
Quarterback
They'll
draw.
fake the throw. It'll be Dixon with the keeper. Go around the right side, and the Lockhart Lions will stop Dixon after a 4-yard gain.
And we're to a 37-yard field goal, or 38 if they attempted from here.
That's going to be Staten and Trey Brown coming up with the stop.
The defense better get ready. It's not just stand around.
Second down.
And 2nd and 6 coming up.
Motion.
And Warren in
Same
motion.
play.
Throw again.
Quarterback keeper, and he's going to run back.
Good.
He's going to be brought down.
And that's
By
Aiden
Scott.
And great job there. He grabbed the back of the jersey, but it was low on the jersey and by the number, so they can't call a horse collar on it. And that's going to back them up into 3rd and long, maybe potentially out of field goal range. Be about a 42-yarder from here. Boy, get one more tackle for a loss would be huge here for the Lions.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Patriots.
Big 3rd down here.
We'll see if they try to dial up some pressure from the backers. Gathin's already creeping up, and here he comes right up the middle.
Big spin move by Dixon, and he's going to pick up the first down inside the 10.
That's where you wrap up and don't come in like a missile. You wrap up.
And they brought the blitz from the from the right-hand side of the line, and they run to the left. So they had the right play call against our defense there.
It's going to be first down and goal to go for the Patriots.
And someone on the defense going to have to go for that ball.
So it'll be Warren in the backfield with Dixon. Offset to the right side. And they'll fake the handoff to Warren and into the end zone. The Patriots are going to come out victorious in overtime. 48-42.
And the Patriots will walk it off here against the Lions. Great game tonight. There were fireworks on both sides of the football, and both offenses were explosive. But the Patriots able to get the best of Lockhart Lions here at Lions Field. Lockhart will go to 1-1 in district, and the Patriots will improve to 1-0 in district. And we talked about it. We've lost one district game now, so Lockhart, and they'll have to kick the extra point.
Because the district rules, they have to kick the extra point because it comes down to, in case there's a tie, it comes down to points.
Well, I'm not part of this crew, so I'm gonna say it, man. Like, I mean, you can't score 30+ points and lose, like, you know. And this is a weekend type of deal, so something's got to happen on defense. Whether
yes,
you know, there needs to be changes made somehow. But this is kind of 5 years running now.
Got to fill in the holes for sure on the defensive side of the football. I mean, there's lots of talent there, and lots of guys on defense.
There's a lot of talented
lights
players
out
on that
tonight.
team. There's a lot of talented players on that side of the ball. Something's got to change, though.
So right now we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll have your Kreitz Market post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
All right, and we're back, and this is the Kreitz Market post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to watch tonight's broadcast. The San Antonio veteran Patriots come into Lions Stadium and still win in overtime, 49-42 over the Lockhart Lions.
And the decision to let the clock wind down and go into overtime comes back and bites the Lions as they move to 1-1 in district. Sarge, you going to have some scores from around the district for us?
We sure do. It's going to be final scores at Liberty Hill. The Panthers defeat the Eagles, Cedar Creek Eagles, 59-14. And at Bastrop Memorial Stadium with 4:15 left to go, Bastrop Bears looks like they're going to be closing out on a victory over the Kerrville Tybee Antlers, who will lose their first game of the year, 41-22 with 4:15 left to go in that one.
Tybee's looked strong up until this week.
Yes. And, gentlemen, Ross, you're our special guest, so we'll let you have first crack on your thoughts of tonight's ball game.
I think we left points on the field. I think we should have gone for a score at the end of the game. I think defensively, like I said, this is just me. I've been seeing this for 5 years. We can't be scoring, and still lose, you know, and there needs to be changes on the defensive side of the ball. People might not like when hear me say that, but when it's all said and done, you know, I'm still going to be here in 30 years, and people probably on the sideline won't. So, you know, there needs to be changes on that side of the ball. We have a lot of good players. We have a lot of people here that support our team here, and there just needs to be. You don't score 30+ points a game, 12 games in a row, and we're coming with a losing record right now.
Well, and I have to remind myself constantly too that of how much the game of football has changed. You know, like since we playing defense and the way the game is spatially oriented now with the spread offenses, it's so much harder than it was when I used to line up at linebacker, and I had to worry about a fullback, a tailback, and a tight end, and that was about it. And now it's just so different. I mean, you see even with the offense that Lockhart runs, they're able to spread out and then just run. So it's so much more difficult to play defense nowadays, but I'm in complete agreement. Lockhart offense has been on fire, and you'd like to say, they could have gone, they should have scored more points. Well, that's more than enough points to win most high school football games for sure. So we've got to figure out a way to slow them down on the defense side of the football. We know they can do it. We see it time after time where they will get 3 and outs. They'll come out and play lights out, and then it's the little mistakes that add up and lead to touchdowns for the other team. And Veterans Memorial, without their star running back Peoples, evidently they didn't need him tonight as he kind of stays on the sideline, and they're still able to handle the Lockhart Lions in overtime, walking it off.
I agree. I think a few of the pre-snap penalties too. Maybe we'll start.
And there was a few, but compared to other games of the season, there
Oh,
were less.
cleaned it up.
There
They
were
cleaned it
less
up.
penalties tonight than we had seen.
Yeah. But it all comes down to the very end. Tackling was the big bugaboo for the Lockhart Lions. And, of course, welcome everybody to the Kreitz Market postgame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And we'll go straight into your players of the game, and we'll announce them. And, Coach, you'll give us your thoughts about them. We'll start on the defensive side of things. Your One Goals Fitness defensive player of the game is going to go to number 24, Zakiah Gathings.
Again, a great job on defense all over the field. Good tackler. I wish we had 10 more men, guys like him playing on defense. This guy, there's no quitting this guy's game.
Yeah, I just love how he plays with violence when he gets into the backfield. I mean, it doesn't matter whether he gets a hand, a shoulder, a foot on you. He's going to take you for a ride one way or another. So great job by that young man tonight. He is our One Goals Fitness defensive player of the game. And Sarge on the offensive side of the ball.
We got our Kreitz Market offensive players of the game, and no surprise in this, Ashton Dickens and Nathaniel Gonzalez, my time Gonzalez. And Ross, your thoughts on these two gentlemen? They are underneath your wing for a War Room Strength Club.
Yeah, those guys are hard players, powerful players, smart players. Both of them, just like with all the kids I work with, big hearts out there, and you could just definitely see when it comes down to the end of the game, those guys, they will wear you down. They won't get worn down.
Oh yeah, so combined total, both Ashton Dickens and Nathaniel Gonzalez, 6 touchdowns for the Lockhart Lions. Coach, your thoughts on the Kreitz Market offensive players of the game?
Oh, great job. Of course, Ashton's running like he did last year, and hopefully he'll continue on to the next games that we play. He's getting stronger as the game goes on. Unfortunately, I think that ankle injury kind of slowed them down a little bit, but hopefully we're open next week. Hopefully he has time to rest and recuperate and get ready for Liberty Hill.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one coming up in 2 weeks against Liberty Hill at Liberty Hill. Of course, they got back on the winning things side of things as they defeated Cedar Creek Eagles 59-14.
Make no mistake, just because they've taken some losses this year, Liberty Hill is still Liberty Hill. Yeah. They still run a very hard-to-stop slot T offense, and I don't know how much it matters, first string, second string, third string. You turn, you hand the ball off, you get 5 yards in a pile of dust. So Lockhart's going to have to really be ready. One good thing is, well, you can prepare for the run because you're going to see plenty of the run.
I guarantee you the basketball coach is not busy right now at Liberty Hill. They're still coaching football, and they're still getting ready for Lockhart next in 2 weeks.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. San Antonio Veteran Memorial Patriots defeat the Lockhart Lions, and the Lockhart Lions drop to 1-1 on the season in district play. Still in a good position. We still got 4 more district games to play against Liberty Hill, Bastrop, Piper, and then Kerrville Tybee to end the season here at Lions Field. But tonight, it was a Patriots night, 49-42 in overtime.
Good game.
And the Patriots go 1-0 on the season. So any final thoughts, gentlemen, before we close out?
I think as far as playoffs concerns, anybody's district for this year. I mean, I would say even though the Patriots camp on top, like both teams look like mirror images of each other for the most part. So it's
3 wins get you in just about. If you can win 3 of these district games, we've got 1 so far. We dropped 1. You can maybe lose 1 more and still have a shot, but you can't lose 3 and make it. So
last year, Lockhart started 1-2 in district play and still ran the table and made it to the playoff. But I tell you what, Piper's gotten stronger. Kerrville Tybee has gone stronger, and of course, Bastrop Bears have gone stronger as they're coming out with a victory tonight. But Coach?
Sarge used this open week to get healthy, work on fundamentals being tackling, and get ready for Liberty Hill.
Yeah, and I'm going to hit the gym during this open week as well. When I mean gym, I'm talking about McDonald's or Whataburger or something like that.
I'll be
or
hitting
even
the beach
Kreitz
with a
Market.
fishing
I'm going to
pole.
hit the gym at Kreitz Market, so you can catch me there. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Lockhart Lions dropped to 1-0 in the season in district play as the veteran Memorial Patriots come out victorious, 49-42. I want to thank all you Patriot fans that were able to tune in and watch on the Lions Pride Sports Rock Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. So as for myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, TD Tom Dunn, the coach Amado Galvez, and our special guest for tonight, owner and head trainer of War Room Strength Club, Ross Alexander.
He's done invited back.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for coming and watching tonight's broadcast. And like I always say, you could watch you could take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports, brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!